pressure. We got to get some pressure on us then. Can't do nothing but help make us strong. Y'all know that? Sometimes that's what they do with explosive. That's all you're doing, they're putting pressure on things. Yeah, it can happen. Sometimes to destroy the yoke, you got to put some pressure on it. Y'all all right? Oh, okay. All right, I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to break up some of this stuff we got going. That's what we got to do, put some pressure on it. It's time for your breakthrough to come. Isn't that right? As a matter of fact, one time, Romans chapter 15. Thank you, kind sir. 15 and 4. Hold on, let's see if that, let me see if that's Alyahu chapter 23. Yeah, I mean, I used to listen to rap back in the 80s. You know the thing about that? Princess, you were born in 1990? When you were born in 91? 86.
78.
She was born in 78. Princess was born in 78. Prince was born in 78. Because you wouldn't get a check by your name. Because you just been, this man done met a black Russian, then the Russian went white, then he said Prince was born in 7. I'm like, do you know that? He's like, Lancaster at home saying, I know it wasn't just me. There's a bunch of you be hollering stuff. I just trying to, Lancaster getting it. How many of y'all agree on Lancaster need a check tonight? Because Chris ain't come over there by himself, did he?
Nope.
There was some other influencer, outside influencer working on the inside. Something on the inside. Working on the, look at that. If you ate that cow and it wasn't dead, now that had nothing to do with us. Alexa would do that too. Let's see. Let's see how that work out. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Other key got me Alyahu, they call Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 23. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime,
What was it written for?
were written for our learning.
Then what happened?
We, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
Do what?
might have hope.
Listen. That's good. Let's see the book of Alyahu, they call Jeremiah, chapter 23. Other one, you're going to pick, remember, see that Aleph Kaf? Aleph Kaf. See if that's, I don't know, 3 and 11. Let's see. First Peter, they'll call it. For some reason, let me get this. Alyahu, chapter 23, verse 23. Listen to the book.
Am I and Elohim at hand, saith Yahuwah,
See that? He's talking about Elohim at hand, saith Yahuwah. And what happened?
and not an Elohim afar off.
That's what he wanted to say. Is that distant people look for. You know, amazing he will say something like, am I Elohim at hand? And what does he say? And not what?
And not an Elohim afar off.
You know, that's amazing. Because that question came up before. Did it not? When? Musha? Why? That's right. Let's see right quick. 30. 30 and 8. See, that's what I want. 30 and 7. All ahadabarim. That's good. Naheed. You know what I'm hoping? That my stuff ain't leaving here and getting taught at somebody else. You know, a little smaller, little establishment. That's all I'm saying. How many of y'all think there's a chance that this is being taught somewhere else? Not that like the Ruach just moving like that. There's somebody stealing from him. Somebody could possibly steal it. Because I see a member like, you know what I'm saying? They remember, that's it. My preacher preached the same thing. Let's see, chapter 30. Let's say 30 and 5. Make it 30 and 1. Let's see what it say. Since we over there. Listen to the book.
And it shall come to pass,
Yeah.
when all these things are come upon thee, the barak and the curse which I have set before thee,
Yeah.
thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither Yahuwah thy Elohim hath driven thee.
Yeah.
And shalt return unto Yahuwah thy Elohim, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this yom.
Yeah.
Thou and thy bani, with all thy lob, and with all thy nephash, that then Yahuwah thy Elohim will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
See that? He's going to return. He's going to take you out of captivity. He's going to return your captivity. He's going to get you out of captivity. Kind of way it really look like he's going to put you back into captivity. I'm going to turn your captivity. Listen.
And will return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahuwah thy Elohim hath scattered thee.
You know what I can pick up, that I can conclude just from that statement? That he said that your Elohim shall return your captivity. And shall do what? You remember what you said after that? And shall do what?
And will return and gather thee from all the nations. Whether Yahuwah thy Elohim hath scattered thee.
So the fact that he said that he was going to return my captivity, return me from captivity. Then he said from all the nation where he done scattered me at. That means everywhere I'm at, I'm in captivity.
Yeah, that's right.
And, I got folks here saying, man, I want to go to such and such. I'm going to run it in. Nigga, everywhere we at, you in captivity.
That's right.
Everywhere I don't know where you going to go to where you ain't going to be in captivity.
That's right.
Call for, you know what, man? I remember years ago, a lot of so-called blacks were big for going to Europe. Oh, it was real big. A lot of people went to Europe, and they was bragging on how the Europeans treated so-called Negro, and that was a place to go. Everywhere you go, you're in captivity. There's no place that the Negro face can go and he ain't in some type of dire stress. Even when you look at, when our people escape from the captivity.
That's right.
How are they in dire stress when they escape from the captivity? Meaning wherever they went to from when they came out, it about really wasn't no better. They still were suffering.
That's right. That's right.
Now we're looking at this. If you don't get the law, the heart right, it don't matter where you go, you're still going to be a slave.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be an Abba, not an Abba. Right? You're going to be a servant. Isn't that right? And a lot of times what we don't look at is sin. Sometimes people say, you know what I do? I need to change. I'm going to move. You can move where you want to. If this don't get right, you're still going to have trouble.
Yeah.
Sometimes people feel like that location is a rescue for sin. Sometimes people feel like other people rescue for sin. Only thing that's going to deliver people from sin is Yahuwah. He's the only rescue. If we don't source him and use him for how we walk, how we're going to please him, you're going to still be in captivity. You're going to still be in dire stress. You know, right? You're going to still be in great affliction. It don't matter where you go. You'll look like you got one thing, another thing right there to catch you. Let's see what happened right quick. We done heard a similar situation. What we got, Pastor? What was it? Who? Yahoo all? Shakal? Who? When the serpent. Yeah, let's say, yeah, right, the serpent. Who you said that was? Kakog? Let's try Moses. Get me the book of Kakog, Brandon. Yeah, exactly. But Carrie said, I forgot about that book. Then I remember, there is no Kakog. Maybe that's one of them lost books they got. But I'm saying, can we still call it lost book if we found it? Could I have a $20 saying, lost $20? The lost 20. It was lost, right? It's been found. It can't be the lost 20 if I got it. It's only the lost 20 when I don't have it. When I don't know where it's at. But once I recover it, I couldn't still call it lost, could I? It's kind of like saved sinner. You've been saved from sin. I can say I was saved from sin. I cannot be a saved sinner. Just like I can't have a lost 20 unless it's your lost 20. That's the only way, because you don't know where I have the lost 20 because you looking for it and I got it. But it's not my lost 20. It's my game. That makes sense? Amos chapter 5 and verse 17. That's Amos. Amos. You doing Carrie. It was a good thing we knew the story when you were going. Because when you said that Kakab, I said, Kakab. I'm like, the book of stars? You know, I'm getting the book of Kukabin. Carrie, did you think it was something like that? You said Kazakal. You're Kazakal. Oh, you thought it was over there with him. You. No. We're not doing that, Karen. That man said, I was wrong, but I was right. No. We have a law, and by our law, you should get checked. Correct? How is it? That's a brief that got you talking about that. Isn't that right? Saved sinner. That man said, I was wrong, but I was right. So otherwise, you were rightly wrong or wrongly right. Huh? You quoted right, Roman. So you were wrong. Juices and berry, caducin and sweetest. Ruach, huh? Unknown and breathing places where I'll be frequenting. Isn't that right? That's all right. This is the book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 17. He still got me the book of Alyahu Dabarim they call Deuteronomy chapter 30. We left out, I think, 30 and 4. All right, this is Amos chapter 5 and verse 17. Listen to the book.
And in all vineyards shall be wailing.
See that? In all where?
All vineyards shall be wailing.
That's wherever we at. Ain't gonna be no place in the vineyard. Ain't gonna be no place in the garden where ain't gonna be something. What is ain't gonna be going on? He's in all the vineyard. What's gonna happen?
Shall be wailing.
I can only imagine what happened when Kaur and Adam was in the vineyard. Had to be wailing. Had to be wailing. What you gonna do? You don't realize you done messed up. What you gonna realize you done messed? And then the man coming. This judgment. Ain't that right? As a point on the east. After this, what did you think that man was doing? No. I'm feeling like some kind of way I'm going to make it in. Oh, sir, you're on your way out. Yes, sir. Can you imagine that? You're on your way out. Can you imagine that? And you know what's getting ready to come. You sitting there waiting on your judgment to come. And you know what you ain't? You ain't got no healing medicine. You sit here, you done been bit, and you ain't got no healing medicine. You know what happened typically with a snake bite if you get bit and you don't get something to come in and cure that thing quick? You will die. That man got bit by the serpent. What you think was going to happen? Well, don't worry about it. He said, in all the vineyard, what's going to happen now?
Shall be wailing.
Tell me what happened, Brandon.
For I will pass through thee, saith Yahuwah.
And that's what they're going to do. We heard them tell us again about that, didn't it? Hold you out. You sit you that 8 and 1 since when that book of Amos. Isn't that right? Or that the book of Kuka book. Whatever. Amos 8 and 1 right quick. Let's see. Amos 8 and 1, then we'll come back over. Let's see what happened.
Thus hath Yahuwah Elohim shewed unto me,
oh, what?
And behold, a basket of summer fruit.
That makes sense, don't it? He just told about the vineyard. Now he's telling us what's going to happen. He said we don't pick up about this vineyard. Listen.
And he said, Amos, what seest thou?
And what did he tell him?
And I said, a basket of summer fruit.
Yeah.
Then said Yahuwah unto me,
what did he tell him?
The end is come upon my people of Yasharal.
We talked about that in the right, in gathering. And I done just seen some fruits on Paris. And then he said, when he told it to him, he said, well, summer fruit, which makes sense. You ain't going to gather in the winter. You're going to gather in the summer. And now he just told him that the end doesn't come. We understand it. But for us, it's really clear, which that's what light does. It makes clear. And right, which manifests. So that's what you like, but you can see something. You say, whoa, you say, okay, that's it. Or that, it makes it clear. That's what our order do. It makes it clear. Sometimes, how many of y'all been dog with a light? You say, oh, okay, there, that you can see what it is you're trying to find. Well, that's what happened when you have the intelligence, when you have a ra'ah. He calls you to see something. See, he said people want to figure that out, how you conclude it. Because he said, whatsoever make manifest. He said, that's all there. Make manifest. He said, that's our order. If you couldn't see it and they called you to come to see it, that's what happened. He said, that's a ra'ah. He calls you to see. Right? Well, that's the same thing we're doing now. We're trying to make this thing clear. Right? So now, you guess what happened with us? Now we have no occasion of stumbling. For a person, the only way you can walk through here and you come along here and you just trip and fall one of these pews, then you know what happened then. You got to look at it further, and you're supposed to receive of us. Because we're going to show you that so you can see clear. That's what this light do. It makes no sense to do that unless somewhere you done let something slip. Yeah, I got you. And I went, boom. At this point right here, I done slipped. I done let it slip. And I took something for granted. Before you know it, I done trip it out unfair. It's going to be bad if I be broken. Y'all all right? Okay, let's see what happened.
And I said, a basket of summer fruit. Then said Yahuwah unto me, the end is come upon my people of Yasharal.
What's going to happen?
I will not again pass by them anymore.
Yeah.
And the sharim of the temple shall be howlings in that yom.
Y'all hear what he just said? He said a song that they're going to be singing in the temple. It's going to be howling. What is that? Yalla? Something like that? Y-A-L-A?
Which word are you thinking about?
For crying. Calling it.
What word are you thinking about?
Yalla, something like that. Y-A-L-A-L-Y. There's a word for cry. I had to look back over and say there's a word for cry as well, cry or call out. Any people going to be crying in all the vineyard. Sure is another term they could use for crying, couldn't it? They said they're going to be crying. In all the vineyard, they're going to be crying. Y'all all right? That's what we found out that Yahushua did, didn't it? Good. Let's see what you got real quick. 45, I don't know. We out here, right? Y'all with me? Brandon said, you out there, Joker. Yeah. Watched it too. Y'all ain't no kind. I be looking over y'all. Where y'all at?
I don't know.
Ain't y'all supposed to be like Hebrews or something? Y'all, who told her that? You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong, but I'm right. Now, let's see if that's 44. Oh, goodness. 45. Just right, 45. Who said that? That's all. How you did? You know what? You did great, so you get a check come off your name. Your name up here. That man done had some glory. He done throw it all to that man when he thought he was wrong. I'm going to say you did good. Hit the sweater. Don't worry about it. That's it. 40. Hold on, 40. That's right. Barashith, Genesis. Barashith, Genesis. 45 and 1. Let's see what happens. And the other one, see if that's Alyahu. We'll come back. $27.42. Listen to the book.
Then Yusuf could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him.
What happened now?
And he cried, cause every Ish to go out from me.
What happened?
And there stood no Ish with him,
Listen,
while Yusuf made himself known unto Zaki.
Y'all see that? And that was what now? What happened?
And he wept aloud.
Hold on, Batman. What happened now?
Then Yusuf could not refrain himself
Yeah.
before all them that stood by him.
What happened?
And he cried, cause every Ish to go out from me.
What happened?
And there stood no Ish with him, while Yusuf made himself known unto his Hakim.
Oh, what you got? We're moving again. 24-44. Who know what I want? Orion. Good one. Y'all doing good, Hakeem. You sound good. According to Kerry, we're going to go with that theory. You're not wrong. You're wrong, but you're right. Kind of like in love and you is wrong. That's dangerous, ain't it, though? 24-25. And we'll move down. Let's see what happens. This is 24. Matter of fact, Brandon, since we're down. 24-14. Let me just get that first. Then we'll jump down 24-25, then we'll move down. Just kind of hop along as we listen. Let's see how this work out. 24-14. Same book. Orion, 24-14. They call Luke. Listen to the book.
And they talked together of all these things which had happened.
What happened?
And it came to pass that, while they communed together and reasoned, Yahusha himself drew near and went with them.
What happened?
But their eyes were holden that they should not know him. And he said unto them, What manner of communications are these that ye have one to another, as ye walk and are sad? And the one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answering said unto him,
What did he tell him?
Art thou only a stranger in Jerusalem?
What happened?
And hast thou not known the things which are come to pass there in these Yamim?
That's good. At 24-25. Of the same book, Orion, Luke 24-25. Listen to the book.
Then he said unto them, O fools,
and?
slow of heart to believe all that the Nabiim have spoken.
Art not who?
Mashiach to have suffered these things.
And he unaware?
Into his kabul.
So tell me what happened.
And beginning at Moshe,
Yeah.
and all the Nabiim, he expounded unto them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself.
So what happened?
And they drew nigh unto the village whither they went.
Yeah.
And he made as though he would have gone further.
Yeah.
But they constrained him, saying, Abide with us,
Yeah.
for it is toward evening, and the yom is far spent. And he went in to tarry with them.
Yeah.
And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and barak it and brake and gave to them.
What happened?
And their eyes were open.
And what happened?
And they knew him.
That's what I'm talking about. Their eyes were open. And what happened?
And they knew him.
Listen what happened.
And he vanished out of their sight.
So what happened?
And they said one to another,
Tell them what did they say?
Did not our heart burn within us?
Why he did what?
Talked with us by the way.
And what did he open to us?
And while he opened to us the scriptures.
Because we saw the connection. As he started to go through the scripture, it did something to him. Because at one time, they were getting to the point they were going to doubt. At a point, it was at a point of doubt. They even told you that. Can you believe believers got to a point of doubt? Y'all didn't know that? 24:19 of that same book. 24:19, Orion 24:19. Let's see that's what I want. Listen to the book.
And he said unto them, What things? And they said unto him, Concerning Yahusha of Nazareth.
Yeah.
Which was an Abi, mighty in deed and debar before Elohim.
Why would you use a statement like was? He ain't hear no more. We talking. He said that's what he is. Said was called unreasonable. Let's see what happened. Would this statement make sense? Tell me about it, Brandon.
before Alyahu and all the people.
Listen.
And how the chief Kohanim and our rulers delivered him to be condemned to death.
What happened?
And have crucified him.
Tell me what happened.
But we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Yasharal.
You said we still holding on?
We trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Yasharal.
Tell me about the time period, Brandon.
And beside all this,
tell me what happened.
This Yom is the third Yom since these things were done.
Listen, that's tight now. That's tight right now. I mean, when you look at the point of where they gave up at, because they looked at, to them, he hadn't fulfilled his debunk. If he don't get it in now, Brandon, it can't work. He can't pop up no 3 and no half Yom. They done told you what happened. They said, they told the truth. The man was approved of Alyahu. He said he had already signed off on him and approved. In the 3rd chapter of the book of Alyahu, pick me up right quick, son, right quick. Matter of fact, we don't have to get there. Give me the 9th chapter. Say that 9:28 of the book of Oriel, since we are there. Since we looking. Long we don't warn. Y'all got that? We looking, longer we don't want. Luke warn or looking warn. Looking. Here come. Just wait, I'm going to find one finna. Who's that? Cooks, pest control. See, we want to talk no pest control. We're finna kill that now. Also, your name up here? You just got up here. Where the one? That's it. Tell them for snitches, get stitches, and end up with more checks. So what I'm going to do, Nicole, you're at home. You're not going to be able to get no checks but a couple. Because I'm going to put Austin's name right up here over there. So that really, see how you wind up baracking somebody else. Because there ain't but so many she get because you over here. Or what I could do is he already have a spot. Right, well. Am I getting... Nicole, you back in business with them checks. Just get you started a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody perfect. That look too pretty. You up here, you ain't got no... What that look like? That thing so pretty white in there, you got to darken that thing. Right, y'all? We don't want nobody here to get too high or think too much of themselves. Shaul said that then he said, lest I should think about, or somebody should think more of me. They be like, woo, man, she ain't got no check. So we want nobody to think too high, so she don't want to be exalted above measure. You know, one time, one time, I was exalted. He told me I had to come down. Remember that time? Basketball. He said he could tell. I said, I ain't even saying that. I know you, Carl. I was exalted too one time. So we got a check. Dwayne, where you at? Dwayne, you should be running over, especially them jokes you told that time. Where you at? Yeah. That thing was so hard with that day, man. I'll tell you the truth. That thing. We hadn't had a man to go that far before. So on the other side, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You 7 on the other side. I still got room to come across, but somehow or another, call me on the bar. I know he's going to make it that side. How many of y'all with me? He got to make it over there. All right. Now, what we have? Oriel chapter 9, 9:28. Let's see what I want. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass about an 8 Yamim after these sayings, he took Cuff and Yehukanan and Yaakov and went up into a mountain to Palal. And as he palawed, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment.
You ought to give me Alyahu, please, Brandon. Alyahu chapter 3. And verse, we don't still finish this up. I want Alyahu chapter 3. And make that verse 16, please. Listen to the book.
And as he palawed, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistering. And behold, there talked with him 2 Anashim, which were Moshe and Alyahu, who appeared in Kabul, and spake of his decease, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem. But Cuff and they that were with him were heavy with sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his Kabul, and the 2 Anashim that stood with him. And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Cuff said unto Yahusha, Adon, it is good for us to be here.
And what happened?
And let us make 3 tabernacles.
One for who?
Thee,
and
one for Moshe,
and
one for Alyahu.
Tell me what happened.
Not knowing what he said.
What happened?
While he thus spake, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud.
Yeah.
And there came a voice out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved Ben, hear him.
That's all I'm talking about. Pick me up at chapter 3 at verse 16, Alyahu. It's a spinoff from chapter 24:19 of the book of Alyahu. This is Alyahu chapter 3 and verse 16. Listen to the book.
And Yahusha, when he was immersed, went up straightway out of the Ma'im. And lo, the Shamayim were open unto him, and he saw the Ruach of Elohim descending like a dove, and lighting upon him. And lo, a voice from Shamayim saying, This is my beloved Ben, in whom I am well pleased.
That's all. And what happened at 3 and 19 of the book of Alyahu? Alyahu chapter 24 and verse 19. Alyahu chapter 24 at verse 19. Listen to the book.
And he said unto them, What things? And they said unto him, Concerning Yahusha of Nazareth, which was a Nabi, mighty indeed, in Debar.
You said, what was it again?
A Nabi, mighty indeed.
21 and 11, please, Brandon. Alyahu. It's called fact checking. Listen to the book.
And the multitude said, This is Yahusha the Nabi of Nazareth of Galilee.
Y'all see what happened? So all we're doing, we're trying to fact check these guys. We're trying to fact check why they believe what they believe. Y'all got it? That's all we're trying. Because we listen to the state, Cleophas is going to make a statement. Because he hear him, he going to walk up. What manner of communication that y'all walk one with another and you're sad? You must not be from around here. Let's start telling about Yahushua of Nazareth and how this man was approved of Elohim. That's why we went back to see record to find what Elohim said about him. Now the multitude said when he was immersed, we heard him when they seen the cloud overshadow, and there appeared Mushah, and there appeared Alyahu. All these had to happen for us. Y'all hear that? Let's see how we got to pick that up. Say that in the book of Malachi. Malachi, they'll call it, what is that, Malachi? Malachi, chapter 4. So that's 4 and 4. This is Malachi. Isn't that right? Listen to the book.
Remember ye the law of Mushah.
Y'all hear that? Do what now?
Remember ye the law of Mushah.
Y'all hear that? What happened?
My servant, which I commanded unto him.
My Abba, which I did what?
Commanded unto him.
For who?
In Horeb, for all Yasharal.
You hear that? For all Yasharal. With what?
With the statute.
What else?
And judgment.
Yeah.
Behold, I will send you Alyahu, the Nabi, before the coming of the great and dreadful Yom of Yahuwah.
And what is he going to do?
And he shall turn the lob of the Abba to the Beni.
See that? And what else going to happen?
And the lob of the Beni to their Abba.
And what happened?
Lest I come and smite the Arats with the curse.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You say he had to set this up and do it. Told us to remember the law. We go back and remember the law. We go back and pick me up at the law. Let's pick this up at the book of Shamu, Exodus, chapter 2. I'm sorry. 12. But Madbar, 12. Pick me up at 12 and 5, please, Brandon. But Madbar. We kind of all over the place, ain't we? Numbers chapter 12 and verse 5. Listen to the book.
And Yahuwah came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aharon and Miriam. And they both came forth.
Abarim, Hebrews chapter 2, and say that about 2 and 2. Listen to the book.
And they both came forth. And he said, Hear now, my Dabarim, if there be a Nabi among you.
Hold on, who did it again? You back me up again. We expect who now?
And called Aharon and Miriam, and they both came forth.
What happened?
And he said, Hear now, my Dabarim.
Yeah.
If there be a Nabi among you, I, Yahuwah, will make myself known unto him in a chazun, and will speak unto him in a dream.
But what happened?
My Abad, Moshe, is not so.
Y'all hear what he just told them? And that's going to be that's going to be Abarim 1 and 2. I apologize. Listen.
Who is faithful in all mine house.
Who is what now?
Faithful in all mine house.
And tell me about him, Brandon.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
And not what?
Even apparently, and not in dark speeches.
Talk to me.
And the similitude of Yahuwah shall he behold.
And the what?
Similitude of Yahuwah shall he behold.
That's good. At the book of Abarim chapter 1. Might make it 1 and 1, so he don't throw nobody. This is 1 and 1, Abba. I put 1 and 2. Please excuse the 2. But I still be right, because the 2 should be 1. Abba, ain't that right here? I was wrong, but I'm right. No, the 2 should be 1. That's what he said.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
Alyahu, who at sundry times
And
in divers manners.
That's right, in different time, in different ways. What did he do?
Spake in times past unto the Abba.
By what?
By the Nabaim.
But did what?
In these last Yamim.
And did what?
Spoken unto us by his being.
See that? We should have been looking for. He's going to speak to us by his being. Isn't that right? You know what's amazing? We learned that same thing. We could look at that as a same counter. I guess we can kind of compare that even when Yahushua was in Mizraim. You know who did all the judgment and who did all the time of the ruler speaking? You said the pastor? That would be Pharaoh. It would be Pharaoh that spoke to him. Pharaoh who made all the decrees of who went to the dungeon. Pharaoh made all the decrees of who were going to be cut off or who be restored. But then he said, could there be such a man? And he took Yahushua. And Yahushua was just like his own son. So when the people came to him at one time, when Yahushua had taken all the goods up out of the land and people had nothing, they went to Pharaoh. Like we'll try to do, like you got religion here. You know, they say, I don't even deal with the Father, I go to the Son. But the only reason we know the way we're going is right, because we look at the scripture. And we find the scripture, Pharaoh said, whatsoever he say, do.
Do it.
And even Maureen came along and verified the same thing.
That's right.
When they wanted wine, they went to the mother to the mother Yahusha. And she told him, whatsoever he say, do. Because that's how he was speaking to us, by the ben. So when people tell us about it, I mean, to me, it's just kind of one of the things where it don't make sense to me. I don't know why. You got companies and corporations do the same thing.
That's right.
They'll set other people up. You won't dare talk to them. We got people in place for that. And the only reason you know that because we're men. How do we understand everything? So why do we find it so difficult that he see fit to use the son? There have been family businesses where the father sat down and took the elder and said, you going to run the business. People say, I want to go talk to the old man. You can talk to him. He's going to sing you back. How many of y'all watched The Godfather? How many times when the Don was semi-retired? And they were sitting there and said, Godfather, I would never think until this day of leaving the family, but I'm asking for your permission that me and, a break off and start. He said, you been a friend to me? He said, yeah. He said, you love, yeah. He said, well, do whatever Michael say. That's a man that took a move and took the same, sent him straight back to him. He said, Michael has all of my confidence. You know how much confidence that man had to put that inside of Yahushua and say, you rule, listen, nobody in here is over you except me. By your hand, nothing moves, nothing being done, nothing being taken, nothing being get except what you say. So you can imagine when this statement, what do we have to do? Pick me up the 28th chapter and the 17th verse of the book of Alyahu. I want y'all to hear what Yahushua said. Matthew, they call it Matthew chapter 28, verse 17. Listen to the book.
And when they saw him, they worshipped him.
Listen.
But some doubted. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying,
what did he say?
All power is given unto me.
I said, well.
In Shamayim and in Arats.
I said that's what Yahushua would have said. The same thing you would have found that Adam would have said. He had all of it. And even in the Shamayim. I didn't say the third Shamayim. I said in the Shamayim. Now, when he came along, when he testified, he ruled over everything. In our book, we can bear record of that. And his witness, listen, I know he's saying the truth. And he only written it so you might believe. Yahushua would be able to tell that all authority given him in Mizraim. One the highest seat other than Pharaoh's. One everything on it. He said, all that been delivered into my hands. That's where he got it from. He done seen Pharaoh just come along and told him, said, listen, ain't no greater seat in here except mine. Everybody gonna be ruled, everybody gonna be judged by your creeds, by everything you say. Y'all all right? That's how important it is for us to know this man. All right, let's see what happened. What I got you holding for me? Abba chapter 1, verse 2 now. We said, Alyahu, who at sundry time and in different ways and different times, spake unto the Abba by the Nabaim, but has in these last Yamim speaking to us by who?
His being.
By the being.
Yes, sir.
Who didn't tell me what happened?
Whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the Arats.
See that? By also whom he made the Arats. Listen,
who being the brightness of his kabod.
Who been the what now?
Brightness of his kabod.
I couldn't imagine what else.
And the express image of his person.
You know why we would need to know that? Because what Malachi just told us. We had to remember the Torah of Mushah.
That's right.
His Abba.
That's right.
With the law and with the commandment, with the statute. We went back through the law. We heard what was going to happen. He called all three of them out. He said, there be a Nabiim among you. You ain't going to believe what happened. I make myself known to him. Huh? In a dream or in a kazum. He said, I'll do that to him. That's how they speaking to the people, by Nadim. He said, but Abiyah, but Mashah, he not so.
That's right.
He said, with him, I'm going to speak mouth to mouth. And not in no dog speech in a martial league when you trying to figure out, even the Mathedis even asked them one time, man, speak plainly.
That's right. That's
he
right.
kept speaking in martial league to them. But this is what messed people up. He didn't say he wouldn't speak a martial league. Because even the law came along and told her, he said he was going to utter martial league.
That's right. That's right.
But you know, he didn't tell you that the Abba spoke to him once. That's why people get confused.
Right. That's right.
They said, but he talking about he going to speak in the martial league. He never told you that my servant, when my Abba, y'all wouldn't speak to you in the martial league.
That's right.
He just told her I don't speak to him in one.
That's right.
He said, with him, I speak to mouth. I don't speak to him in no dog speech. And you ain't going to believe what's going to happen after that. The similitude of Yahuwah he was going to behold.
That's right.
That's why it was important. We went to the 9th chapter of the book of Ori. I know y'all think I forgot where I was at. That's fine. You can do that. In the 9th chapter of the book, we did all that to try to verify something. Pick up at the 9th chapter again in the 28th verse of the book of Ori. We can pull it all back together with the help of Mr. Yahuwah. You know why I said with him? Because he said, without me, you can do nothing.
That's right.
If I do it on my own, it ain't no good.
Mm-hmm.
And I bear witness of myself, I'm going to be found a false witness.
That's right.
Or if I testify to him coming, he done this and he don't do it, I'll be found a false witness. We'll be a false witness. Mm-hmm. I believe he did what he's going to say, and I can use the law to prove it out.
Yes, sir.
It ain't hard for me to believe nothing he told me that. It used to be hard to believe, and you know why it was? Because you err when you don't know the scripture.
Yep.
That's stupid. You don't sit here and use your son and use somebody else. But corporations do it all the time. Some have any police force. The chief don't come out of town. He'll have a spokesman.
Yeah.
For the police department to come out, and they got all authority, and they got all the cream behind them to come along, and they can speak for the department.
That's right.
When that man comes, he can speak for the whole department of Shamaim. Huh? Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what happened. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass about 8 yamim after these sayings, he took Cuff and Yehukanan and Jacob and went up into a mountain to Palal. And as he palal, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistering.
Wow.
And behold, there talked with him 2 Anashim, which were Mashah and Alyahu, who appeared in Kabul and spake of his decease, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem.
Listen what happened.
But Cuff and they that were with him were heavy with sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his Kabul and the 2 Anashim that stood with him.
What happened?
And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Cuff said unto Yahusha, Adon, it is good for us to be here.
So what do you want to do?
And let us make 3 tabernacles.
For who?
One for thee,
and
one for Mushah,
and what happened?
And one for Alyahu.
What happened?
Not knowing what he said.
Y'all hear that? Not knowing what he had even said. Tell me what happened.
While he thus spake,
y'all paying attention? While he thus spake, what?
There came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud.
Tell me what happened.
And there came a voice out of the cloud saying,
if there be a Nabi among you, I myself, Yahuwah, make myself known to him in a vision or in a dream. My Abba Yahusha, not so. With him I speak mouth to mouth. And not in the dog speak. And you ain't gonna believe what's gonna happen. And the similitude of him was Mashah gonna behold. Because he was right there seeing it. And according to Abarim, chapter 1 and verse 2, he was the express image.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You just found 3 people that just came out from the tabernacle.
Yep.
Aharon, Marin, and Mushah.
That's right.
Let's see what happened on here in the 6th chapter, 5:39. Yehukanan. Let's see what happened. Yehukanan, 5:39. And you're going to hold what you got, Chris, at the very verse. Let's see if we can come back and pick it up. I love the man I work for, because it's right. This is 5:39, Yehukanan, chapter 5, at verse 39. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures.
So you remember he told me to do? In the 4th chapter of the book of Malachi, which is they call Malachi 4 and 4. You didn't believe what he told me to do. He told me to remember. What was it again I supposed to remember? The Torah, the instructions of Moshe, along with the statute and the commandments. Well, he just told me to search the who?
Scriptures.
You know what messed me up? He just told me to go get, you know what I'm saying? Just find in yourself to get the answers. They ain't going to make no sense because he done told me to remember the law. Remember the Torah. He told me to search them. Y'all supposed to be doing this if you remember. You're supposed to search them. Because in them, what did I do? What I think, Brandon?
In them ye think ye have eternal life.
What you talking about, Brandon?
And they are they which testify of me.
Tell me what happened.
And ye will not come to me.
For what reason?
That ye might have life.
Listen.
I receive not honor from Anashim.
We found that before too, Brandon. You know that? When he said you will not come unto me that you might have Kaim. Where we find that at, y'all? In the garden. Good. See that the book of Allah Shemut while you were there guessing out doing stuff. You can get this check by your name. You good. 32. Yeah, 32 and that you wrong, but you're right. So you're wrongly right. Now you're right to that happened to the God. But pick me up at 32:23. Allah Shemut. Exodus they call Allah Shemut. Allah Shemut. 32:23. Let's see what happened. Y'all good? He's holding me 539, 540 or 541?
40.
540. Let's see what happened here. This is on Allah Shemut, chapter 32, and verse 23. Listen to the book.
For they said unto me,
what did they say?
Make us gods, which shall go before us.
Well, Elohims is what they would say. That don't make sense. If you're gonna try to get us to worship something, it's gonna have some of the same, function and ideas. That's what they're gonna call it. And then right, what is it? Elohim is power. So all they want to do is make them some power. That's all they want to do, make them some power. Everybody got enough sense to know what we're going to do. Amazing. If that man sat out and testified in the 28th chapter of the book of Alyahu, verse 17, he said all authority was given to him, all power.
That's right.
What would that make him?
Alyahu.
That's what you've been asking for. You've been saying make you one. I just did it right here. If he just said all power been given to him, I just made you Elohim. That's all the people been trying to do the whole time. They try to make one. Amazing, a lot of them they pick up, they try to make an ox. Want strength. Because power going to give strength.
That's right.
Isn't that right? The book said when we were weak and without what? So what do we need? We needed power. That's right. We needed power. We needed ox. We needed strength. Right?
That's right.
So what we need to be doing? Make us an Elohim.
That's right.
Isn't that right? We need Elohim, right? To go before us. When they came out of Mizraim, Elohim went before them.
That's right.
Power and strength went out before them. Let's see what happened. Listen.
For they said unto me, make us Elohim,
yeah,
which shall go before us. For as for this Moshe,
what happened?
The east that brought us up out of the land of Mizraim.
As for this what now?
Moshe, the east that brought us up out of the land of Mizraim.
Tell me what happened.
We wot not what is become of him.
Could I tell you what they actually would have said? We trusted it had been him. All they just got through telling you what happened. They trusted it had been him. They had looked at by that time right here. He should have been back. He should have been back. They trusted it should have been him. Those people didn't just walk out Mizraim on nothing. These people believed in something. But they faltered along the way. When something didn't happen, they felt like that was in their time. They do like we do.
Yeah.
You quit.
Yeah.
You look for something else. You find something that could come in that could be somewhat similar, but you'll find the wrong thing every time you let him go. Let's see what he told us. Listen.
And I said unto them,
do what?
Whosoever hath any gold,
what else?
Let them break it off.
Yeah.
So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moshe saw that the arm were naked, for Aharon had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
See that? We're still talking about the God. They were shamed before their enemies too. Servant made a fool of them. He had told me going to put a mutual hatred between them and the servant. Don't worry about it. Listen.
Then Moshe stood in the gate of the camp and said,
what did he say?
Who is on Yahuwah's side?
Where are thou?
Let him come unto me.
Where are you? He want to know where they at. When he came in the camp, he want to know where they at. Who is on who?
Yahuwah's side.
Let him do what?
Come unto me.
For what reason?
And all the Beni of Louis gathered themselves together unto him.
What happened?
And he said unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal.
Do what?
Put every Ish his sword by his side,
Do what?
and go in and out from gate to gate
And what else?
throughout the camp, and slay every ish his Aki, and every ish his companion, and every ish his neighbor.
What happened?
And the Bani of Lui did according to the debar of Mushah.
Why?
And there fell of the arm that Yum about 3,000 Anashim.
Tell me what happened.
For Mushah had said,
See, we would have never known that had nobody he came in and let us know exactly what he had said. I mean, just from the writer speaking, saying it, it would sound like the writer wouldn't have wrote that. Now who they saying would have wrote it? He's saying what Mushah had said. Somebody had to pick this book up and come back and write to say something that happened and they weren't down. But he letting us know what he actually told them. He told them, who on Yahuwah's side? He said, I'm coming to him. He want everyone to take his sword, and he wanted to take it by his side and put it in his sheet. And he told them what he's going to do. Listen what happened.
For Mushah had said,
What did he say?
consecrate yourselves this Yum.
Well, it may say that he wrote that and he would say what he said, or he would say, I said that. Well, it makes sense to tell me that Mushah said it, Mushah wrote it.
That's right. That's
He
right.
just said because I told them.
That's right.
Isn't that how you were right if you wrote something?
That's right.
Or would you be right concerning something that you wrote concerning you and you would say that for Carrie had said?
Nope.
Just curious. Listen.
Consecrate yourselves this Yum
See
to
that?
Yahuwah,
Tell me why.
even every ish upon his ben,
Tell me why.
and upon his Aki,
Tell him why,
that he
son.
may bestow upon you a baraka this Yum.
He said you were not coming to me that you might have life. He was going to let them live. Sometime in living, you're going to have to kill something. Going to let something die. That's what he told you. The reason, why would they go and take everybody to come under him? You got to offer him something. It makes sense to come. This already been tried. This already been tested. When he told Adam to come to him, he wasn't coming. I'm not finna go nobody finna kill me. That's stupid. Come here, boy, so I can kill you. I'm on the way right now. Wide slap open. That's crazy. Why would you go somebody to kill you? But he just told you why the people came to him. He done already proven this in the garden. They wasn't coming. They knew what was finna happen. That's why I heard you coming. I'm not coming. I already know what you finna do. You came to kill me.
Yeah.
Why look like coming to you? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, now he just told her what was going to happen. He said, you won't come unto me that you might have life. Well, that's what he had offered them. He said, he done told you how they came. He done told them something. If you come, he said, I'm going to bestow upon you a barak. I'm going to give you life if you come. So that would make them adamant about coming and willing to kill out whatever they had to do in order for them to live. You're going to tell me to kill our behavior, kill our people, cut things off, and you got to be willing to offer me something.
Yeah.
Every one of those people's in a state of death. Well, he offered them life. That's what made them come to him. Let's see what happened. 539 again. Let's see what happened. This is your Ukanon. They call John 539. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures,
See that? Search the scriptures.
for in them ye think ye have eternal life.
But tell me what happened,
And
Brandon.
they are they which testify of me.
Tell me what happened.
And ye will not come to me,
For what reason?
that ye might have life.
See what happened? Listen.
I receive not honor from Anashim,
Tell me what happened.
but I know you, that ye have not the love of Elohim in you.
Tell me why.
I am come in my Abba's name,
And what happened?
and ye receive me not.
See that? Listen.
If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive.
Talk to me.
How can ye believe which receive honor one of another,
And do what?
and seek not the honor that cometh from Elohim only?
You see what happened? That's what he was looking at. When he came out, that's what he tried to tell you. He said, I wasn't trying to seek no honor from these people. He said, I'm looking at the Elohim, the honor that comes from Elohim only. Because when they sat around the Cleophas and them told us about it, they tried to tell you about that man. Say he was a Nabi. He said that. He said he's a Nabi. And then he told you a man approved of Elohim. They had this much information and still found themselves in a state of doubt. Still found themselves in a state of getting ready to quit. It can happen. It can happen. You just can't. But that's why the book said he had to give us a strong consolation. He had to give us a strong. The only way you make him take a sword and every man slay his Aki, and every man his neighbor, and every man his Ashah, you got to give me a strong consolation. This is going to benefit me. So now I can find people, when I go back to read about people that cut off or dismember or separate themselves from things, they had a strong consolation.
Right.
That's what we got to have. We got to
That's
think
right.
on these things. That's how you get through stuff. You got to be able to think on these things.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. All the hand work good now. Ain't no pressure. Nothing going on. Great. Wonderful. Wait the pressure hit. Find yourself in a situation, see where you're trusting. Do you start trusting then, or have you already been trusting?
Right.
That's why you know what you got. Huh? That's how you know what you got. Isn't that right? Listen to the book.
Do not think that I will accuse you to the Abba.
Tell me what happened.
There is one that accuseth you,
Even who?
even Mashah, in whom ye trust.
Remember Mushah. with the law and the statutes and the judgment, which I commanded for all Yasharal. That's why he said, you don't got to worry about me trying to be the one to come up and bring you into condemnation. Don't worry about me doing it. He says another one that's going to do it, even Musha. So this lines up with what you were already taught. You were supposed to remember Musha anyway. And you were supposed to remember the Torah. And you were supposed to remember the statute. He said, which I commanded for all Yasharal. Let's see what happened. Listen.
For had you believed Moshe,
what would have happened?
You would have believed me.
You said had you did what now?
Believed Moshe.
Tell me what would have happened.
You would have believed me.
Why, Brandon?
For he wrote of me.
He was talking about him. He was talking about a man that he was going to speak to. He said, I speak with him mouth to mouth. And I don't have to do this in no dog speeches. Huh? That's what he told. I want you to remember him. If you go back and you look at that, what he told you about Musha, see, he was talking about me. Pick me up at 18 and 18. Who know what I want? All our hot dabarim. I'm going to be watching your congregation from now on. I believe the man stealing from me. Deuteronomy, all our hot dabarim, 18 and 18. Oh. Jay, where you get your number from? You preaching? Like Jai when he come out that wrong stuff. My preacher, who else teaching me? That's what I'm trying to find out now. And we still trying to answer some of these unknown questions. Like Rahab the whore, he pulled it out, he showed Rahab, he was reading the book of Yahushua, and he was reading the book where it said, and Rahab the harlot, and she was with us to this day. He said, right now, preacher, that's it. I said, that's what he said, yeah, you see, she who was with us to this day. I said, you do know he talking about when he was living. Preacher, you trying to be technical. He said, to this day, the day, preacher, what is the day? Where I get my teaching from? That's what I keep asking. Where you get your teaching? Ain't that right? Listen what happened. Listen, I'm sorry. This is all our hot dabarim, 18 and 18. Listen to the book.
I will raise up a Nabi from among their Akim.
You heard that before? Y'all heard that before? Well. Dwayne, well. Don't get distracted. I'm just asking, where you heard that from? Where that makes sense for you? You got to check. I told you don't work your way around that boy. See, y'all know why I went around that side? Showing you my connection with Alyahu. Because I declared the end at the beginning. I know he's going to be over there. So I just started from the back. Now I come back to the front. See that? Well, it makes sense for y'all. Because in the 24th chapter of the book of Orion called Luke, we just read what Cleophas just told you. Told you about Yahushua of Nazareth. They told you a man approved that he was a Nabi, that he was a Nabi. So you should have already been looking at it. He just told you he was going to raise him up one. I'm going to raise me up. You know who else you'll raise up to? A child. He said, I'm going to raise me up a Nabi. Listen what happened.
From among their Akim, like unto thee.
From among their Akim, from among the brethren. Like what?
Unto thee.
See that? Just like to Musha. And what happened?
And will put my dabarim in his mouth.
So he said he going to be like Musha. What should I have been looking from? Akim? What else I should have been looking from? I should have been looking for somebody, a child that was going to come from rulership. He came from the Abba. He came from the Abba. Well, we look at Musha. Musha came from rule. He was a ruler in Mizraim.
That's right.
Who came down unto us, who looked down seeing our affliction, and chose to suffer affliction with the people of Elohim than enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season.
Yes, sir.
Because it'd be sin for him to go contrary to anything the Abba told him.
That's right.
It'd be sin. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So everything about him makes sense for us. When we heard Cleophas just told us that he stated at first that the man was a Nabi. How important that for when your law, if you remember Moshe and you remember the law and you remember the Nabiim, then this makes sense for us. He just told you, I'm going to raise me up one. Then he told the man going to be approved of Elohim. Let's see what he told us. Listen.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
How important is that for y'all? How important is that for y'all? Not important? It should make sense because we found out how he did things in different time periods, in different ways. He spake on us how?
By the Nabi.
By the Nabiim. So he had to be a Nabi first because that was a pattern. We're going to look for that. You come to us any other way, it's going to throw us. You got to come to us the way he told us now. That's how he's, but hath in these last Yamin speaking to us about who?
By his being.
By his being. That's why we've been looking for the Son. That's why we had to look for the Son. I'm going to make my son a Nabi. I'm going to raise him up. And I'm going to put my debar in his mouth. Even when they sat down, they wanted to build 3 tabernacles. He told him, this is my, who was this again?
Beloved being.
What he wanted him to do?
Hear him.
Because he got my word. This lines up what you were told. I'm going to put my dabarim in his mouth. So it's going to make sense for you to look for the Son and listen to what the Son tells you.
That's right.
Because all this is going to line up. Mushata, if you are a law believer, law follower, you got to believe this.
That's
Otherwise,
right.
you don't even believe what you say you believe.
That's right. That's right.
People try to act like we done made and fiction up, so it doesn't make sense.
That's right.
We're lining up with what he told us. You should have been looking. If I remember Musa,
Yes,
if I
sir.
remember the Torah, if I remember the statute and the judgment, then how did I miss him?
That's right.
He just told me what he was going to do because he was a Nabi. Didn't take away. That was a pattern. You come and get away, I'm not going to see it.
Battery dead. Lionel Richie.
We're back. And how many of y'all want to see that Halloween 19? With this one with Jamie Lee Curtis. And I think she supposed to show that hermaphrodite thing on this one. I think he supposed to come and rip. You know she's supposed to be a hermaphrodite. They supposed to rip the thing off of. I don't know. I mean, my at that point. No, I don't even want no jello. When they just, I don't even want no jello. Ain't that right? Found out her back in the front. Oh man. Y'all all right? That's gonna be some mess. 999,286 more. Man, I had a million of these things. That was good. You just say it for a question. When you said that was good, what are you saying? No, it sounds like all the rest of that labor I did been in vain almost. That was good. Sound like what is all these other many great works I shown you? For which of them you stoned me for? All right. He said it one before. That's good. Wait, you up here? Let me get. He said, yeah, you might have sharp at the mouth, kind of fat. Hide the woman. Where you at? He's speaking mighty good English. The other time he can't speak it. Where you at? He been eating that fried chicken again. You up here? You not up down? Well, it's still time. Don't worry about it. Let me go right there. A-Jap, I got you there. We'll find. I ain't got that. Y'all like that? A-Jap. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Thank you. 999,286 more. Janet like that. 85. Janet enjoying that thing. She like, get them japs. Don't worry about it. Listen, this is what I got y'all? Y'all got me going on here. What I got you holding? Who? Yeah, I don't know what to call that. Come on, finish that. Well, 18. He still got me 539. We finished 539. When we talked about how important it is when we line all this up. This is how important it is for you to understand when you're reading. Y'all got it? Even Shaul, he said, whereby he wanted us to, let me say that, 3 and 1. Ephesians, what you said? Understanding? Let me say 3 and 1. Now, he stayed to a particular people, but I say it still can fit for us. This is Ephesians chapter 3, verse 1. Let's see how rushed I got this out here. 3 and 1. Listen to the book. This is Shaul's speech they call Paul. Listen.
For this cause, I, Shaul, the prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Y'all see that? Listen what happened.
For you Gentiles, if ye have heard of the dispensation of the Khan of Elohim, which is given me to youward, how that by Chazun he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words.
You said, what about what?
When ye read,
what happened?
Ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Mashiach.
That's what he just, I love that. Isn't that right?
That's right.
It makes sense. And you know how that makes sense for us when he talk about even for the Gentiles? Because he said, all your benny going to be taught of me. It wouldn't make sense to take Gentile and graft them in if they weren't taught of it. He said, I wrote it for it in a few words. He said, whereby when you read, you might understand. That's what a Ra'ah does. I give you a Ra'ah according to my heart, my law, which shall feed you with knowledge, understanding. Isn't that right? It'll make clear the way so you can understand what you're doing. All right? Because we know without understanding, just like a lot of law keeper, law follower, that's why you're going to kill them, because they without understanding. If that's how you came up and get to the conclusion of the law still law, then you're in trouble, because the Mashiach is supposed to be the conclusion of the law. Isn't that right? That's what the law was supposed to conclude back over to him. We got Mushah, right? When Mushah came on, that's what we refer. When you start looking, anytime people that come say concerning law, you can never negate Moshe. It's no way possible. So you're reading Mushah and you learn him, then it makes sense when he started to transfer you over to grace. Got me? Everything that Mushah said was transferring you over. He said, now I'm going to raise me up a Nabi like unto thee. And I'm going to put my dabarim in his mouth. And if something's going to happen, let's see what's going to happen. At 18 and 18, he'll pick me up probably 18, 19. We'll do 18 in the book of Alyahu dabarim, Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Let's see what happens. Listen.
I will raise up a Nabi from among their Akim.
See that? From among their Akim.
Like unto thee.
How important that is for us is when he told us about from our Akim. Where we going? See, you might have it. What you thinking? I don't know. You look like you might finna say what I think. What? It slipped. Well, he let it slip. He said, you went back, jab, come back over. A little more fried chicken. Love that chicken from Popeye. Hey, Leon. No, him and John. Them folks pull up. You know, they had two names. So everybody put, and then Leon or Josh. Josh get to the one, yeah, you're total. You know you're total. They start to talk like him. That's what happened. All the communication, you start to look like him. The Popeye workers started to favor him. Just like when the Mathida stayed around Yahusha so much, it started to favor him. Then they had to go up and kiss him so they'll know who is who. Go to Popeye, you had to kiss him to find out which one Josh. So he be up there so you know if he's a worker or he's a customer. Now, cut the grease up, Josh. Anyway, so let's see what happened on him. Listen to the book.
And will put my dabarim in his mouth.
See now, I'll raise him up a Nabi, and I'm going to put my dabarim in his mouth and tell what's going to happen.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
See that? He's going to speak unto all that I command him. What do we hear concerning this? How important it is? Let's see what happened. 8 and 3, Abarim. 8 and 3. Make it 8 and 1. That's what I'm talking about. Abarim. He done jumped out talking about crank, bring out the ribs. Then he said, I know Mike talking about, I've been eating ribs. You know pigs, they don't think with ribs, Mike. 8 and 1. Listen to the book.
Now of the things which we have spoken, this is the sum. We have such an high Kohan who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the Shamayim.
Well, you got to think about that too. We said such a high Kohan that is set on what was it?
We have such an high Kohan who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the Shamayim.
You know, too, what we had to pick up and consider even with that. Now we see the value of Aharon. Because he would have been a Kohan. He would have been a Kohan. On top of that, Yahuwah told when Mushah, he made him Alyahu, he said he's going to be your Nabi. So we should have been looking at somebody that could represent from that family and still come along and still be able to hold the title. A Kohan and a Nabi. That's what he would have been. People have been 7 and 1. Who Allah Shamu. That's what, you see how important everything you read is. Let's see what happened. Because see, that's why they get confused. Man, he's supposed, see, they telling him Nabi, what about the Kohanship? Well, they are the priesthood. That's how you know niggas got a little say they know about the hood. White folks ain't got no hood. Who Allah Shemut 7 and 1. Listen to the book.
And Yahuwah said unto Moshe,
I say Yahuwah said unto Allah, he said unto Yahushua. What did he say to Yahushua?
See, I have made thee a Alahim to Pharaoh.
I don't see that. That's why he said all authority been given to him. If he just said, if you search the scripture in them, you think you have eternal life, but they which testify of me. He just took Mushah, he just made him Alyahu. We just watched a man get transformed into being Alyahu. Well, we see the same thing with Yahushua. He said, actually, we're talking about me. And tell me what was going to happen.
And Aharun.
And who?
Aharun.
Alyahu.
Aharun.
Who would have been from the tribe of Louis.
Yes, sir.
What about him?
Thy Aki shall be thy Nabai.
See that? And so we should be living with somebody that can still bear trace and come out and still touch the family from Louis. See how you got to be watching how all this connect and how this will come up. See, everything that happened about him would have got it, because if he going to make somebody like Mushah, and then you'll say, Harun, who is your Aki, which is your brother, he going to be a Nabi. So we had to be looking for somebody going to come from Louis, who was going to spring out of Yehuda. Y'all know him? Who was going to mimic and be just like Alyahu. We had to look for all that. Ain't going to be a Nabi. And the man going to be just like you. And the man going to come from rule and going to bring himself down and then going to get elevated. Because the man came from rule, came down, and got lifted up higher.
That's right.
He won Alyahu when he was in Mizraim when he was ruling. Can you imagine this man came down from a high position and went back up higher?
That's right. That's right.
The man accelerated up higher than where he was before.
That's right.
I don't know what we're going to do.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we had to look for this. And you understand how many things had to be operating, had to be going on? So you had to look for, this was going to be another thing you're going to do, because now the time is going to come when you're going to be looking for something. What was it?
A child.
No, you're going to want them a lot. You're going to want them a lot. And you ain't going to believe what's going to happen. You got to take somebody from among your Aki.
That's right. That's right.
Who's going to be better fitting than this man?
That's right.
Look at all the qualifications. Yehuda going to have a scepter. You got to look for somebody that can work in the Kohanim, because you got to have somebody that can give an offering. You got to get somebody that can go behind the veil. There's only one group that could do that. I don't know what we're going to do. All that makes, I mean, look at all the different factions of his operations. And this stuff that these people complain about, every one of these jobs, we just seen a man do them.
Yep.
We done seen this man come on the scene, Mushah. This man come down from rule, which man, the man came down and went back up and went higher. Huh? We seen this happen come from him. Then we got Aharun, we got to cover. Right? We got to cover Aharun, because he's going to be your Nabi. So you got somebody that can go behind the veil, which, look, that's what you look at with the curtains. When you look at the cloud, that's the veil. So we need somebody that can go behind the veil. Y'all all right? Then we got to look for somebody that can spring from Yehuda. And still got to have somebody connect to Dawood, so he can still come on and keep his covenant.
That's right.
But yet you found all these different men working. He keep telling you, every one of them were talking about me. The fact that his mother fell on the scene and went to see her cousin. How important is it to have to tell me, from a Christian perspective, I'm trying to find my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Right. I don't care about who his cousin is. I don't care about that. But it was that important for me to know that he connected to Aharun. That he connected to the Kohanim.
That's right. That's right.
Does it let you know he came in, she saw her cousin, Elizabeth would call her.
Oh, Yashaba.
Yeah, we can't. Oh, Yashaba. I think something. Anyway, let's stay with Elizabeth for now. But that fact came in and told you that was a cousin. Which is going to connect her to Louis. Which is going to get him some of the bloodstream, which is going to connect them to it. So he has a right to the Kohanim. Then he going to come along and told her that he was going to be a Kohan for how long? After the order who?
Melchizedek.
Because now I'm going to set him up where he ain't going to have beginning or end of days. The fact when you come along, he started to tell you what he wanted. Pick me up at 17:1 right quick. Yeah, Ukanan. John 17:1. Listen.
These Dabarim spake Yahusha and lifted up his eyes to Shamayim and said, Abba, the hour is come.
See, the time has come. Do what?
Glorify thy Ben, that thy Ben also may glorify thee.
You see that? He wanted to come along and give him that authority. What you think happened when he took Yahusha? When he took Yahusha and set him up and set him over the nation? He was glorifying him. So you know why? So he can get glory. He can get a glory back to the Abba. Everything that, honestly, we have to know these things from a man's perspective so you understand the process. The only reason he set Yahusha up was to get him back and to bring back some things that he was about to lose. He was already making preparation. Listen, Pharaoh had enough sight to know, I got to get somebody. This thing already was coming, troubling him. That I'm seeing the good raise up, and I'm seeing the bad come out, and it's taking away the good. He keeps seeing it in different factions happening. Every time he says, I'm seeing the lean, I'm seeing the fat, and the lean coming, and the lean killing the fat. So I'm seeing this thing come, and it's troubling me. And I need somebody that can catch what I'm trying, or what I'm projecting, what I'm seeing. Everybody I'm talking about in Shaman, nobody getting it, Leon. People working, they're trying to come up with something. That's not it. Finally, I got a man that can come, and you ain't gonna believe what he can do. He can open the book and loose the seals thereof. Finally, I got a man that can loose them 7 seals. Finally, I got a man that can come and look. Is there anybody, you know they try to tell me, look, anybody in Shamaim worthy? Is there anybody under Shamaim that can see what this man see? Finally, he found a man.
Found.
Huh? They done searched out, look, if there could be such a man.
Yes, sir.
Seeing how he done showed it unto you, I said we set him up.
Yes, sir.
We set him up, and then he come from among our key anyway.
That's right.
Yahusha had been right there with him. They thought he was one of them.
That's right.
They'd have never set him up if they found out he actually came from over there. They thought he would have been one of them. So they set him up. He looked just like him. We found he looked just like him. Now the man done sat in, the man done came in and migrated with him. Come from somewhere else, done came in and migrated in with him and looked just like him. We should have been looking for this. We should have been looking for this. So I come in and migrate and get the rule shift, and only he got it so he could give it back to Pharaoh. I said Abba, Pharaoh, same people. This is just another word for them, Malak. Huh? I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, it just makes sense when you follow the man down. Who else you going to believe? Who else you going to believe? We got to see it this way in order for it to make sense for us. But it's set up to such a way to where it's going to confuse, it's going to astonish a lot of people. They're just not going to be able to find it. It's just not going to be able to find it. Everything we find, you ain't going to believe what he did. I know what he had to tell the man when he brought him. Why I went to the 8th chapter. People right quick, they finished that 8th chapter book of Abba. I know we all over the place. I guarantee they're still right. I said like Shaul, I know in whom I believe. And I'm persuaded able to keep that which I committed against that union. Huh? I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Listen to the book.
Now of the things which we have spoken, this is the sum. We have such an high Kohan who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the Shammai.
Hold on a minute. We have a who? Such?
We have such an high Kohan who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the Shammai.
17-1. I'm going to come back and get you. 17-1, your Ukanan. He got me 8-3, I think he had. Listen to the book. Listen to the book.
These are the Dabarim. These Dabarim spake Yahusha and lifted up his eyes to Shamayim and said, Abba, the hour is come.
So that he said the time is come. What happened?
Glorify thy being, that thy being also may glorify thee.
Listen what happened.
As thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal Kaib to as many as thou hast given him.
I say Adam, I say Yahusha. Listen, if you came to Mizraim doing the dirt, you only came there so you can get life. Yahusha was in charge of Kaib. He's in charge of life. Nothing can be moved, nothing can be given, nothing can be happened, no sin, except it came through him. So the only reason the people came to Mizraim so they wouldn't die. Mizraim represented life, Kaib. So this man had the words of eternal life. You ain't gonna believe what happened. Where shall we go? Where were they going to go? You ain't going to believe what happened. Even their father sent them there. Yep. That's he sent them now. So they went back because he had the debar of eternal life.
Yes, sir.
If by your word, everything rule everything, then you understand you got the words of eternal life. How y'all see it?
That's right.
How do you see it? So it only makes sense to come. And then, you know what it said? Now you won't come unto me that you might have life, huh? Let's see what happened. Listen. This 17th chapter, before I get back to the 8th chapter. 17th chapter, Euchanan, St. John. What we at? Verse what?
Verse 3.
Verse 3. Listen.
And this is Kai, eternal.
See, and this is well, Kai is eternal life. Or life. Listen.
That they might know thee, the only Amat Alahim.
And who else?
Yahusha HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent.
See that? That's what we're looking at. Over two names you got to know if you was in Mizraim. You got to know Yahusha, you got to know Pharaoh. If you don't know Pharaoh and the operation of Pharaoh, then you're not going to understand Yahusha. It's not going to be possible to understand it. You're going to get thrown. You're going to have to know the Father and the Son. Y'all all right? Because you got to know where he got his authority from. Then you got to know what authority Pharaoh got. You got to know what Pharaoh possessed to understand Yahusha. Yahusha would represent the Son. Pharaoh, he would represent the Father. That's okay for y'all? I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm understanding it. I'm understanding both roles. Right? Okay, let's see what happened. Listen.
I have glorified thee on the Arats.
See what happened? That's something we didn't know. People didn't know that basically he just told us that Yahusha completed his work. Yahusha had a completion time. After he had did all that, he surrendered it back over to Pharaoh. The book told you that. Later it told you after the death of him, there came a Pharaoh to see he know nothing about him. Right. Which means only he wasn't know nothing about him because he had put rule down. He had sat down all rule and all authority. You didn't believe what they did. He had gave it back to Pharaoh because there was a Pharaoh came to the scene that put us back in bondage. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, they put us in bondage. See what happened? He put down all. So now we should have understood that because our book tells the same thing will happen with him. That he's going to put down all rule and all authority, and he's going to give it back to the Abba. And guess what himself going to do? He's going to become subject again. So he can be all in all. People didn't pay attention that way it happened. How you got into captivity because he gave back down the rule. They don't believe what happened. He left us with what happened. You in bondage again.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Listen.
I have glorified thee on the Arats.
What happened?
I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
Tell me what happened.
And now, O Abba, glorify thou me with thine own self.
Do what now?
With the kabod which I had with thee before the Arats was.
Y'all ain't gonna believe what he just told y'all. He just added that man to just make him after the order of Melchizedek. Because you ain't gonna be able to put no time stamp on that. He said before it was. Now you're going to have a problem with his beginning of the day. He asking to take on the position. He want to be back. He just told you before, when you start Barashit, you ain't got no date, but that's in the beginning. He want to go before that. That's going to put him without no beginning of days. He said before it was. So when did he get him? Melchizedek. That's the problem I had with Melchizedek. When he popped up on the scene, he wasn't no baby. He was already a man. He was already, and then when he left off, we don't know when he died. And then you want to know, how did you come up with death? He never told you he died. Because we don't know when the days end. We don't know when they start and when they end it. And he just told you the same thing. When he just said before the Arats was, he just told you right there, Melchizedek. You don't believe what Melchizedek was. He was a high Kohan. So now he just told about him being after the same order. Don't worry about it. Probably not important for your salvation. That's how important it is. Listen to what that man tell you. This would be enough for you saying, listen to that man Palau to sit here and ask a question like, before. I don't even know when the Arats got started. Did you say before? Did that man say out of his mouth before the Arats was? You were existing before this guy here. Before this guy here, you was existing. That will put you, I don't even know.
That's right. That's right.
I don't even know because I don't remember when your days started. Because you know when all yours started? Sun down, sun up. He said before that I was him. So I don't know when to begin, I don't know how to begin his days. The fact that he get up the book say he ever liveth. I don't know how to end them either. Y'all all right? They're going to put me in Melchizedek. I don't know. Come on. Hey, they're finna the 8th chapter. That's good what you got. 8th chapter of the book of Operation. So I'm trying to get y'all finished. I'm sorry I'm boring y'all. Thought y'all would get some information. 8th chapter, where we left off, verse what?
Still at verse 1.
At verse 1. This is 8 and 1. Abba, they call Hebrews. Listen to the book.
We have such an high Kohan.
So that we have such a high Kohan, which did what?
Who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty and the Shammai.
And the only way he could do that is he had to go through the second veil. Listen.
A Sharath of the Mikdash and of the Amat Mishkan, which Yahuwah pitched and not Ish.
See that? Pitch means erect and fix it firm. That's what pitch means. You think pitch, that throw coins or baseball. That word for pitch definition would be to erect and fix it firm. Listen.
For every high Kohan is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices.
And see, the problem you have with this right here is the fact that the book said we had evidence that he sprang out of Yehuda, which he spake nothing concerning the Kohanim. See, that's a problem. The book told you it's evident because he was called the Ben of Daud. That's going to be a problem for some people. Because it's evident he sprang out of Yehuda. He's exactly right. He didn't speak nothing concerning Kohanim. And you had to put that together. So it's going to make sense now you're going to need to trace his mother's side. Who's going to connect over to Alyahu, Elizabeth? Who's going to be already coming from that lineage side of Daud from his son Nathan? Which is going to get him the connection that he can connect to the Louis. Which is going to allow him that he can set and he can actually come after the order and he can go into the Kudash or Kudash behind the second veil, because that's what the HaKohan would do. All that had to happen. See, nothing was broken. So the only way it's going to make sense, because I had to remember the law, these disciplines. That's why he's saying, now, we can't take away from the fact it's evident he sprang out of Yehuda, can we? Because we follow his daddy lineage, it ties right to Yehuda. But now we had to see how was he able to, he just can't jump in here and take no Kohanim, call this mine and I'm going to do what I want to do. That's going to be a problem because you're dealing with my faith, my amunah. Now you start doing that, we're going to have some problem because there's some things outside of operation. But now since I find out your mother has a lineage just like your father do, right? Some of y'all, how many of y'all got relatives on your father's side? How many of y'all got relatives on your mother's side? That will give you blood lineage on both sides. Well, he got one too. See what I'm saying? But see how important, you know how people say, hey, that don't matter to me. As long as I'm saved, I make it in the kingdom. You're not saved, you're not going to make it in the kingdom when stuff don't matter. Because everything is predicated on it mattering. That's the only way he could set it up this way. Think about this. Wouldn't it just be easier to just come down here and say, because I said so? Lynn, why don't you go put this pen over there for me? Ask me why. Because Margie said so. There's no reason. Jack, to my right, that's what I've been saying. Zach had a job, they would tell him to do something. Jack, but why? She said, because Margie said so. Ain't that right? Margie told her, don't be asking no question. But you know what, though? But people could do that when they can't justify their reason rationale. But Mr. Yahuwah can justify the rationale for what you believe because he know everything's predicated on this. Listen, you're going to disembowel some things. You're going to cut out and disconnect from some things. It just can't be based off of no whim. He can show you how everything lines up. He said, I can show you where it makes sense. I didn't just pop up with something. This man's statements make sense. He don't say, said, restore to me what we had in Bereshit. When the rot started, then that's going to give you a timestamp. He might have a day give you a timestamp, but he said, but before it was. I have absolutely no idea. How many of y'all got any kind of idea when Melchizedek popped on the scene? I'm saying when his existence started. When was he born? Let's go with that. Because we can say his existence from our end was when Abraham met him. So when Abraham met him, was he coming from the womb? He was already a man. When did you find that he died? That'll put him at ever living. We know he had to be ever living because it wouldn't make sense. Guess what happened? Oh, we know the man dead. But if I believe that, don't believe nothing he said. Because he said after the order Melchizedek, which means that just put me to tell me Melchizedek is not dead. Somebody worry about Rahab. He got to be living. If he ain't, then everything I believe is in vain. Everything I believe is in vain. After the order, So you gonna give me? Who can give me the date when he died? When he stopped existing? Because he said, I'm gonna do you after the order. Okay, that's how I'm trying to. They throw you. Y'all understand my not based off this? I gotta believe that. Because I don't have when he was born. I know where somebody met him on the scene. And I don't find when he died. Which tell me he got to ever live. Because my book come on tell me that Yahuwah ever lived. My salvation predicated on that. Me knowing some natural things, believing some things of the Ruach. I had to know some things of Ish. Because that's what I know. But the things of Alyahu, you don't believe it. I wouldn't understand if I hadn't seen some of this stuff working in the flesh. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't get it unless I saw it in the flesh. Y'all got it? He set up. This ain't some people. So I know sometimes things can happen. You can get kind of displaced. You can get kind of real word and thrown. Things happen. You get in the flesh. But the good thing about Mr. Yahuwah is the fact he gives consolation. He gives consolation. That's why I keep holding on. They sing song, you can't make me doubt him. That's a lot of folk can doubt him. It's easy to make you doubt him. All I got to do is overwhelm you. Now overwhelm you, the first thing to do is to doubt. Once things seem to get out of your control, first thing to do is doubt. Doubt is the most easy thing to come up with the faith. I'm gonna know. Doubt is more easy to come up with belief. You start watching other people, looking at what other people got going on, what other people got and what you don't have, how things supposed to work and things not work, but it work for everybody else. First thing come up is doubt. Why you think it ain't working for you? So what you believe in ain't real. Huh? It takes something to stay consistent. That's why I'm here so I can get a consolation. That's what they had to give. That's what they had to give him. He didn't come down here on a whim. The man came down here because it was already written. He told it's written to me to do your. He didn't believe what it was. Do your will. It's written to me. So you get to the thing when something happens. Oh man, it's too much. Man, what does it say about you? What does it say about you? He says it's written to me to do His will. It's written to me. He said, man, I take away the first, I can establish the second one. Huh? Makes sense why I had Adam now. He said, I'm going to establish the second one, not the first one. Y'all all right? Same thing we found with your code. Huh? And our shoe. You ain't going to believe what he did. He took away the first one so he could establish the second one. Who we know about? We know more about Asu or we know more about your code? Who came first? Who got removed? Who got established? Only reason I had to know that so I could see him. Huh? He said, I took away the first. Even with Mushah, he told you, listen, don't think they're going to try to accuse you into the office. It's another they're going to accuse you. Even Mushah, you don't believe in who he was. He had to take him. He had to take him and move so I can establish the second one. I had to move his cover so I could put the second one up. Huh? I don't know. Let's finish the 8th chapter right quick. We still 8 and 1? Abba 8, what verse?
Now at 3.
At 8 and 3. Listen.
For every high Kohan is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices, wherefore it is of necessity that this Ish have somewhat also to offer.
See that? Listen.
For if he were honorats, he should not be a Kohan.
Listen why.
Seeing that there are Kohanim that offer gifts according to the law.
Listen what happened.
Who serve unto the example and shadow of Shamayim things.
You said that Yahuwah was an example to what now?
Of Shamayim things.
Who was the example?
As Mashah was admonished of Elohim when he was about to make.
If y'all pay attention, if he was on the rocks, he wouldn't be one. We already have people that do that, who do all these weights and all these different things. And he did tell you what they serve as. These are examples. All these was examples. They come on tell you about Mushah. Tell me about Mushah.
Was admonished of Elohim.
See that? He was admonished. Tell me what he was told.
When he was about to make the Mishkan, for, see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern shewed to thee in the mount.
See that? When he came down, he already been shown what he was supposed to do. He was already warned. Huh? He was already admonished. That's what you do to a being. You admonish him. Same thing with us when Mushah tried to give us the law. When he gave us the Torah instruction, he had to admonish us. He said, I know you. He said, you stiff man. He said, I know you. He said, you're not going to prolong your days. I already know everything Mushah came and said. He tried to warn us. He already knew what was going to happen to us. But he warned us. That's what you do to a being. You admonish him. And he did the same thing. He was a being. He had to be admonished. Guess what? We're supposed to be the Ben Elohim. And guess what had happened? You got to be admonished that you do all things after the pattern showed you in the mount. Y'all all right? So we find all these different things happen to him. And these are things we have to consider, that we got to be admonished. And when we find ourselves getting off or find ourselves drifting off, then guess what happens? Correction come in. Now, correction going to be grievous only for one person. Who know what? Forsake the way. If you forsake it. Huh? The book told you, if you forsake him, he will forsake you. Right? So it gives us a reasoning and a rationale of why it's not to our favor to let him go. We can't doubt him and let him go. He still hold to it. We forsake him. He said, forsake you too. That's right. And what happened with Yasharal? Long season. What happened with them? You forsake me, I forsake you. You let me go, I let you go. Huh? This is where you got to sit down. You got to choose. That's what Yahushua tried to get us to look at. See, he said, who you going to serve? Look at where you came from. Before we cross over or when we get over, look at the other side. How many of y'all, are you going to go back to those gods? To those out of here? You going to go back to those ways? Or you going to come to the way that didn't deliver you and brought you over? He said, but as for me and my house, my Mr. Carr, what are you talking about? Listen, the same thing with the tabernacle. That he was warned how he had to build it. For him and his house, he said, we're going to have to serve you. Huh? When he was admonished about how he was going to build it, he already knew what he had to do. He had to do all things after the pattern showed them in the mount. Everybody that's serving, they ain't getting out. So he was admonished already how he got to do this thing. He had to do things all after the pattern. He even told you when you pull out, you know how you got to do it. Our Abba, which was, what was again? Hallowed be thy will. Well. He showed them the same pattern. Everybody up here following. When then he put them out. Everybody up here following. Everybody regarding. Ain't no division. You know what they all doing? Everybody speaking the same thing. You can know when he was showing things, he fell down and began to worship. You know what happened? Get up. So get up. Don't do that. Don't do that. He said, I'm also listen. I keep the books too. Worship Alyahu. Isn't that right? Even when Cup went in the house and he found Canaan, they came. You know what he told them? He was a man. He said, get up. See, same pattern. All when he would know that, he got to know the pattern. Which means Yahushua would have came down and he would have showed them the pattern. I don't know how we got it now. Everybody doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. So that's how important it is now. We got to go back over a lot of things, start to search out a lot of things, and make sure we line this stuff back up. This is our salvation. All right? Yes, sir. Okay. We started at 5 and 17. We just jump back over here and get through. Well, you know what? 9. Give me Oriel 9:28 again. We'll finish this out. Then I jump back over and we'll get me. And you pick me back up at Malachi chapter 4 at verse 4. This is Oriel. They call Luke chapter 9 verse 28. Everybody got me Malachi. They call Malachi chapter 4 at verse 4. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass about in 8 Yamim after these sayings, he took Cuff and Yehukanan and Jacob and went up into a mountain to Palal. And as he Palal, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistering. And behold, there talked with him 2 Anashim, which were Mashah and Alyahu, who appeared in Kabod and spake of his decease, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem. But Cuff and they that were with him were heavy with sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his Kabod and the 2 Anashim that stood with him.
Yeah.
And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Cuff said unto Yahushua, Adon, it is Taub for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for thee, one for Mashah, and one for Alyahu, not knowing what he said. While he thus spake, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud. And there came a voice out of the cloud saying,
what did it say?
This is my beloved Ben.
Yeah.
Hear him.
That's all they had to do. And you go hear him, guess what we're going to have? It's the ball. That's what he told you. I'm going to raise me up a Nabi from the midst of the Aki.
That's right.
I'm going to put my debar in his mouth. And you got to hear his body. It's going to be that whosoever don't hear his voice, you're going to be spitting off the rocks. This man going to pass judgment. So we should be living somebody that's going to be able to come. He's going to be able to pass judgment too. Huh? Y'all all right? Yes, sir. I don't know what we're going to do. What we going to do? Goodness, we in trouble, right? I don't know what we're going to do. We got to get this thing right, don't we? One way or another, we got to get this thing right. This is our salvation, right? We got to get it right. We got to know what we believe. And we're going to be persuaded. There's nothing going to separate us. You know what look great does? When you read the stories, I call them stories because that's how we kind of look at them, the stories. These are actually real life events that happen to them. Those real life events happen to us today. You can be wrongly imprisoned. You can be beaten. You can be slain. You can have things taken from you. You can have your kids die, your wife, or husband. All these things just all these things can happen. These are real life things that happen. We'll look at movies and see them. They'll touch us and we'll cry, come emotional, affected, or connect with them. But we don't connect with them because we just look at these just some like stories. Can you imagine when they happen to these people? These are real life events happening to these people. Can you imagine sitting down having confidence and trust in Alyahu, but you getting ready to dip into a barrel to make the last cake, because after this you're going to die? Huh? That you done sat down that you finna bake you a cake, because after this you're going to die. Huh? Y'all all right? Can you imagine that? And your hope and your confidence still in Alyahu. Most of us, if you were sitting down to do something and you would get ready to die, the first thing you do is you'll turn away. Your amunah will become non-existent. And you'll trust something else, or you'll look for something else to believe in. Because we want to believe, and I believe, we want to believe we ain't going to never die. Nothing never going to happen to us bad. We ain't going to never be put in an ideal or situation or crisis that is out of our control. We can serve him as long as things fit us, and long as things are comfortable for us. When things become uncomfortable for us, or things become to our disliking, then it becomes questionable. Is he real? Is he real? Y'all know Dougie Fresh would ask that in his song. Oh my God, is he real? He was asking in the song. People didn't pay attention to that, though, did they? He kept asking about that and said, oh my God. He kept saying, is he real? Because a lot of things made people doubt, depending on their situation, what they're saying, how, what life altering, changing, and it's to their dislike and disapproval, then I don't believe nothing. I can't wrap my mind around all these different. There's a lot of things in life I don't control. I have a say in, but I still got to keep my confidence in what I believe. And I ain't just believing in it because I just need something to believe in. I want to believe what's right. I want to be able to stand. If he give me a pattern for something, I'm checking this man for patterns. You went and you just made your son, you know, set your son up to do something that you ain't supposed to do. It's so important for us that we don't saw all the errors of things. In the 17th chapter, you had to go where you can go get Shaphatim, the 17th chapter. Let's see what happened. 17th chapter. Who know that one? Shaphatim. 17-3. Shaphatim, Judges. Listen to the book.
And when he had restored 1,100 shekels of silver to his aim said, I had wholly dedicated the silver unto Yahuwah from my hand for my ben, to make a graven image and a molten image. Now therefore I will restore it unto thee. Yet he restored the money unto his aim, and his aim took 200 shekels of silver and gave them to the founder, who made thereof a graven image and a molten image, and they were in the house of Micaiah. Mm-hmm. And the Ish Micaiah had an house of Alyahu, and made an ephod and a teraphim, and consecrated one of his beni, who became his Kohan.
See what happened? Then what happened, Brandon?
In those Yamim there was no Malak in Yashral.
Yeah, in those days, what happened, Brandon?
There was no Malak in Yashral.
Brandon, do you know what a Malak does?
Rule.
He ruled. Exactly right. That's great. That's what a Malak do, rule. Y'all hear that? You know what's going to be key with that rule? He got to keep a copy of the law. So we should have been looking for a man who's going to come and set his son up and going to make him a Kohan. But he told you on the problem of what he did. We should have been looking for it. There was a pattern. That a man ruling was going to set his son up and put him rule and going to make him a Kohanim. And going to work in the office of the Kohan. Can you imagine somebody do that? But he told you in those days, what happened, Brandon?
There was no Malak in Yashral.
How important that is to me, Brandon?
But every east did that which was right in his own eyes.
And see, that's how important a lot. People say, well, you know, you got kings today, but they don't keep a copy of the Torah. Torah's instruction. Had he kept the instruction, he didn't know how they had to do that. So it's a way to do it, and you can still put yourself in line. That's a way to do it. If you can go and you can mate with a daughter from Louis, and you can get a being that will come out from her, and you can take it because he can work in both of them offices. Got it? It's a way to do it, just like he knew. It's a way to do it, and you can still stay in pattern with the law. See, everything you do, it just got to fit inside the pattern of the law. Huh? When he told us to come along and told us that we weren't supposed to eat blood, what happened you call eating blood? You don't get cut off. But then the problem is life is in the blood. So you can't eat the blood. How you going to get life? Drink it. And I still say inside the law. So that's why you need him a law. That keep him a copy of it. That keep him a copy. He's supposed to copy it out. This man was supposed to copy it out. He'd have kept him a copy of the law. Guess what he'd realize? I can't put him in there. He can't do that one. He ain't got the blood. Huh? See what I'm saying? That's how important things are for you. He let you know. A lot of people, this is the difference with all these different religions. If it's my religion and I made these people make up religion and people go to them because it's their religion, they can make it. It ain't got no principles. They don't have nothing that keep with a discipline. Because at any time they could throw discipline out. But he came along and told you discipline couldn't be broken. 10:34. Yehukanan. John, they call it. Listen.
Yahusha answered them, is it not written in your law, I said ye are Elohim?
So what happened?
If he called them Elohim,
to who?
Unto whom the bar of Elohim came.
Tell me what happened, son.
And the scripture cannot be broken.
See that? He said you couldn't break it. So when did Ka'ur and Adam stop being Elohim? He said you couldn't break the scripture. You couldn't break, even if he come back and judge you, tell away judge. 82-1. Tahalim. Let's see what he said. I take what he said. He said it couldn't be broken. Tahalim. Tahalim said that 82-1. Listen to the book.
Elohim standeth in the Adah of the mighty. He judgeth among the Elohim.
Said the scripture couldn't be broken. Said it couldn't be broken. I got to stand on that principle. You let people talk you out, and they convince it to you enough that you'll quit and you'll faint when you see it versus you see things come. Y'all got it? That's some of y'all, I tell y'all to turn around, because the way he's taking us, it makes sense. Some people saying, I mean, it would have been better. Think about if we had this when we first started out. We would be so much further ahead. We would actually be more behind.
Yeah.
We only learned that
That's
when they
right.
came out of Mizraim.
That's right.
He did tell us a shorter way.
Yeah.
He said, but pre-adventure, they saw water. People would faint and turn back.
That's right.
How many people don't turn back now? Have we started off the rip with this? Off the rip? We had grown up with this? You'd have fainted as soon as you'd have seen the way. A lot of folks would have fainted. It takes time. It takes convincing. It's a lot of work, man, getting people to get with it and keep it and get a mindset. They don't let it just be about their personal ambition, personal goals, personal ideals. And all right, you can put and lay that stuff, because he told you got to lay aside every, what was it? And what else? A lot of stuff become a sin. A lot of stuff you put, it just be a sin. Y'all all right? Oh, I don't know what we're going to do, folks. I'm just trying to get us to try to see this and try to get an understanding of how things had to happen and how important all this stuff is for us. At that Malachi chapter 4 at verse 4, Malachi, let's get ready to wrap y'all up here. What time are you to get y'all out of here? You said this time? Said by this time? That means folk been clocking me. I'm going to get some checks by the name Basti and Jap. A Jap and a Basti. Man, they said that. He like mine. I said, yeah, them folk going to kill. Oh, March! Oh, March! How you folks gonna kill me and slap me? Oh, Mark! I was like, Elohim was a savior and a redeemer. Who should die if I was him? These folks gonna kill me. Oh, Mark! Oh, Mark! You're like, man, where that man got the extra strength from to sign off on my death? Goodness. Man be running through the hall. Oh, Lord! You know, he barely moving, can hardly walk, need a stroller and a wheelchair. How you got a wheelchair and a stroller? Man got a stroller and a wheelchair. Man, come on, and some crutches. That man got a... Man, what is wrong with this man? Man got a Connect 3. Listen to the book.
Remember ye the law of Shah, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Yasharal, with the statutes and judgments.
Y'all hear that? He wants you to remember that. How important this is for you. He told y'all what he getting ready to do in the 4th chapter. He told you he was going to come and do. He said he was going to send to you. They're going to look. He's going to send the Shamash, the son.
That's right.
And you don't believe what he's going to have.
Healing.
That's why he had to have his arms stretched out.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? They're going to be healing for us.
Yes, sir.
And the wicked going to be his chaff.
Yes, sir.
And stubble. And he's going to burn them up.
That's right.
They're going to be ashes on the soles of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what he wants you to remember it. When Yahuwah come back here, y'all know he's going to plead with these people with fire.
Yes, sir.
He's going to contend with them with fire.
That's right.
That's going to be his way of contending with these people when he come back. That's why he got to burn it up. That's in your law. So you know what I need y'all to do? Remember the Torah of Moshe with the commandments and the statutes. All these things, remember. Now he said, I got to give you a sign. This is what he said he's going to do.
Behold, I will send you Alyahu, the Nabi.
That makes sense what they're saying. Now when they saying Yahuwah, you didn't believe what they were asking him. They want to know. That's who he was. Was he Alyahu? When he told them he wasn't, you get what they looked at? It was time to keep playing. It was time to keep playing. Listen what the man just told y'all. Pick me up at verse 2. At 4 and 2. See, this is why this is why you need it raw. You can't see it. That don't mean nothing. You don't worry about it. This is what he told you at 4 and 2. Make it 4 and 1. How you going to be 2 and you never been 1?
Yes, sir.
Unless. Don't worry about it. Listen. Listen to the book.
For behold, the yom cometh.
The day cometh.
That shall burn as an oven.
You said it, y'all mean?
The yom cometh.
It's a day coming. It's going to burn like an oven. That's going to be hot. And what's going to happen?
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
See there? You know what the fire going to do to stubble, right? Burn it up. Listen.
And the yom that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahuwah of Sabaoth, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
See that? Cutting them off. He going to cut them off. And you know what's trying to give us a sign to tell us that? You can undid. He told her also that the axe was laid. What was it again?
Root of the tree.
But see what get him in Daniel when he cut down Melchizedek. You know what he told? He told lead a stump.
That's right.
That man jumped on the scene. He told he gonna lay the axe to the root of the tree.
That's right.
He said, "Man, I'm cutting all this junk off.
That's right.
I'm cutting. This won't happen again.
That's right.
When you kill the root, you kill it all. It ain't coming back.
That's right.
Listen.
But unto you that fear my name,
yeah, that's gonna be a different. That Yara, that fear his name. Listen.
Shall the Shamash of Sadiq rise with healing in his wing.
That's why you said they had to put him up. Huh? He told you I'm gonna raise him up. He gonna rise. Didn't I tell him I'm gonna raise you up in the bee? He just told you ain't gonna leave what the sun do. Rise. So that's what he gonna do. He gonna raise the sun. That's all he gonna do is raise the sun. You ain't seen nobody hang the sun before. Then you don't know who I work for. That's all he did was hung the sun. That's what they did. They hung the sun. Y'all good? And what's going to happen?
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the yom that I shall do this.
Listen.
Saith Yahuwah of Sabaoth.
So what happened?
Remember ye the law of Moshe.
See that? That's key for you. Remember you the law of Moshe.
My servant, which I commanded unto him.
Yeah, which I commanded unto him.
In Horeb, for all Yasharal.
Yeah.
With the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Alyahu.
That was something going to miss. That's how I remember. He said, I gave him some statute and some. He said he had to remember all of that. The statute and they said, man, just 10. He said, 2, I got statutes too and judgment I gave it. Listen.
Behold, I will send you Alyahu, the Nabi,
what happened?
Before the coming of the great and dreadful yom of Yahuwah.
You said that before the coming and the dreadful day. That's the day he's going to come and he's going to burn all this up. He destroyed all that. And they were trying to pick him up. But you see how this would have messed a lot of people up. Pick me up at 129 for me, Brandon. Let's see that what I want. 129, Yukanan. And what's going to happen again, Chris?
Behold, I will send you Alyahu, the Nabi, before the coming of the great and dreadful yom of Yahuwah.
And what's going to happen?
He shall turn the lob of the Abba to the Bani,
Yeah.
and the liable of the Bani to their Abba,
And what happened?
lest I come and smite their rots with a curse.
Listen what happened. This is 129. Listen. Ukanan, listen.
The next Yom Yochanan seeth Yahusha coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of Alyahu, which taketh away the sin of the Arats.
Yeah.
This is he of whom I said, After me cometh an Ish, which is preferred before me,
Wow.
for he was before me. And I knew him not, but that he should be made manifest to Yashrael. Therefore am I come immersing with Ma'im.
Pick me up and see that 1 and 15. Listen.
Yochanan bare witness of him, and cried, saying, This was he of whom I spake. He that cometh after me is preferred before me,
Yeah.
for he was before me.
Yeah.
And of his fullness have all we received, and Khan for Khan.
Yeah.
But the Torah was given by Mashah, but Khan and Amat came by Yahushua Mashiach.
Yeah.
No each hath seen Elohim at any time.
Yeah.
The only begotten Ben, which is in the bosom of the Abba, he hath declared him.
Yeah.
And this is the record of Yochanan, when the Yahudim sent Kohanim and Luim from Jerusalem to ask him, Who art thou?
And
he confessed and denied not,
Y'all see what he did? He confessed it. He didn't deny nothing. Tell him what he did, bro.
but confessed, I am not the Mashiach.
See what he told him? He was not the Messiah. What happened?
And they asked him, What then? Art thou Alyahu? And he said,
Are they
I am
stupid?
not.
So these people stupid?
Nope.
No.
Why would they ask that, Brandon? They were trying to find out when he getting ready to come back and burn these folks up and kill them. Only one reason for them to ask that, because they already killed Moshe. Why would they have enough sense to ask him, was he Alyahu? They already knew what Moshe said. They already been looking and keeping what the Torah said. Now they trying to find out, was he Alyahu? Because if he's Alyahu, they know what get ready to happen. We had to get back that this man smite the rocks with a curse. He going to burn us up. See how he set them up? That's all they wanted to find out. The man confessed, he denied not. Because if he'd have sat there and told these people that he was Alyahu, you know what they finna do? They finna get right. These people finna get, what y'all think? If they had enough sense to ask him, are you the Mashiach? No. Alyahu. All they had to do is say, yes, get right. Get right quick. Them folks weren't stupid. He just said, Alyahu, we know what we finna do. He getting ready to come back and burn that place up. What happened?
And he saith, I am not.
What happened?
Art thou that not be? And he answered, No. Then said they unto him, Who art thou?
Remember what he told them?
That we may give an answer to them that sent us. What sayest thou of thyself?
Yeah.
He said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness.
That's what he was trying to do, calling out. Y'all, that just the voice of one crying out in the wilderness, in Bombardment. Isn't that right? Because he came in the Ruach of Alyahu. They didn't ask him that. They asked him, was he him? He told them, I am not either. He confessed, he denied not. He wasn't trying to deny nothing. He told me exactly who he is. I'm just one crying out. I'm trying to get y'all back. Huh? I don't know what the people doing. He crying with him. What was he trying to give us? What was he trying to do? He was trying to get us a voice, trying to tell us this is the way. Walk ye in it. He was trying to get us back. And he covered himself by sending us Alyahu too. He gave y'all Mushah. He covered what he told me he was going to do with Mushah. He let Mushah see him. He said he's going to see the similitude of him. They thought he did it when he went up on the mountain and came down and his face shone. He didn't. He told me he was going to pass, so he told me he wasn't going to see him. He said, when I passed by, let you see my kaboom. All he did was proclaim. That's all he did, proclaim when he passed over. I told him, man, he's going to see the similitude. I'm going to show him the express image, and I did it. And I didn't lie to y'all either. I did send you Alyahu. He did come. When he cried out, he just cried out, he had the ruach. That man cried out, he came, and he bare record, just like he was supposed to do, but they missed it. That's what we can't afford to do, is miss it. It ain't set for everybody to get this. Stop getting in y'all mind, everybody's supposed to see this, these people are not supposed to know it. These people do exactly what they do, get cut off. These people had enough sense to ask this man, was he the Mashiach? Because they had to know that we were going to get a deliverer. They had to know. Why would they ask? They ain't go grab him. Man, who is you, nigga? They ask specific questions. They want to know, was he the Mashiach? He's not Mashiach. Are you Alyahu? These folks trying to check, is he one of the Nabi? They trying to find exactly who this man. We're trying to give an answer. Somebody done sent to inquire. And he confessed and denied not. So you got to know the right question to ask. Sometimes people got the answer, but you ain't asked the right question to get it. That's when people try to get in societies and groups and clubs, you ain't got the right answer. You're trying to get in, but you ain't got the right, you don't know the right question to ask to get your answer. Because they had enough said to know. Had he gave it to him, we finna get it right. Let's see what happened on here, the 12th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. So I can get y'all finished. Maybe we finish this later the Yom. Maybe we do something different. How Mr. Yahuwah see fit? Yehukanan 12, John 12:36. Make it 12:30 first. Might be further than I want to be. Let's see. Listen to the book.
Yahusha answered and said, this voice came not because of me.
Pick this up. Make that verse 28. 12:28. Listen.
Abba, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from Shamayim saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
Y'all hear that? And what happened?
The therefore, that stood by and heard it,
the people
said,
that stood by and heard it said what?
Said that it is thunder. Others said, Amaleki spake to him.
See that? What happened?
Yahusha answered and said, this voice came not because of me.
See that? He said, that voice didn't come because of me. What happened?
But for your sakes.
See that? For your sake.
Now is the judgment of this arise.
See that? That's how important it was for you in order for you to believe. Because I told you, he said he was going to raise up a Nabi. He was going to raise up a son that's going to be a Nabi like unto him. He told y'all about Musa. How he say do with Musa? He said when he fall asleep and wake up, he walks sometime, he walking, and Musa just started to, Key! No, I'll tell you nothing. Some of y'all can get a chair. We're not playing this fool. No. But you see what I'm saying? I mean, the fact that this is regular conversation. So here that man asked him to do something, and he did it. Then he told you, this voice didn't come for my sake. What would that mean for you? What should have sparked you if you had did what Malachi told you to do? Because he told you to remember the law of Musa with the statute and the judgment, which I gave to all Yasharal. So had you gotten it, guess what you would have known? You would have known. Hold on for a minute. Did he just speak with this man and this man? They didn't just have a conversation. That's the same thing how with Musa. You would have known. Listen.
Now is the judgment of this arise. Now shall the shar of this arise be cast out.
Yeah.
And I, if I be lifted up from the arise, I will draw all anashim unto me.
So that when I raise him up. Listen.
This he said, signifying what death he should die.
Listen.
The answered him, we have heard out of the law that Mashiach abideth forever.
See that? What happened?
And how sayest thou, the Ben of East must be lifted up?
What happened?
Who is this Ben of Ish?
Yeah.
Then Yahusha said unto them, yet a little while is the Aurah with you.
Yeah.
Walk while ye have the Aurah, lest Kashak come upon you.
Yeah.
For he that walketh in Kashak knoweth not whither he goeth.
Y'all see that? He that walketh in Kashak doth what?
Knoweth not whither he goeth.
What else he do?
While ye have Aurah,
do what?
believe in the Aurah.
Why?
That ye may be the Beni of Aurah.
See that? That's how you knew that Yasharal was the Beni of Yahuwah. Because in the book of Yehukanan, Olive 1 and about 5, he told you this dead is the message. That Elohim, what was he again? So the reason why he told you this, walk while you have it, because anybody with any dumb sense from Mitzrayim know when it's dark, don't move. That's what they did. That's why they sat in their place. So you know he was trying to get people to say, this is why people weren't productive. Because it was dark, it was no reason to move. You got a choice of falling or hurting yourself. You got a chance of winding up going the wrong way. So they sit in the same place and they're not productive. That's what Mizraim would do. When it was dark and it was so dark they couldn't see, no man moved out of his place. So he told them, now, or come, it gives a man a reason to get up out of your place, get out of captivity, thinking, ideas, fashioning, not fashion yourself according to the form of lust in your what? When you was in darkness, when you didn't move, when you stayed because of fear. That's the purpose of having our oil. So he said, while you got it, walk. That's what Mizraim did. And see, how we knew that Yasharal was moving around, for the simple fact he told it was dog in the land of Mizraim. But in Goshen, they had our oil. And no man there's moved out of his place because it was dog. So in telling me that no man moved out of his place with dog, it had to tell me that they were moving around in the oil. It would make no sense to tell me they weren't moving around. How I concluded that. He told me while it was dark, no man moved out of his place. But Yasharal and Goshen had light. So which means they did what?
Moving.
Guess what happened? Shaul told us in the Mashiach, you don't believe what happened. He said in the Mashiach, guess what we do? We move. We move. He light. We got our oil. He told us walk while we got it. Don't worry about it. Listen to what he said. Listen to the book.
These things spake Yahusha and departed, and he did hide himself from them. For though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed not on him, that the saying of Yeshayahu the Nabi might be fulfilled, which he spake, Adon, who hath believed our report, and to whom hath the arm of the Adon been revealed.
Listen what he told you.
Therefore they could not believe.
Therefore what happened?
They could not believe.
Therefore what happened?
They could not believe.
Tell me why.
Because that Yeshayahu said again.
What did he say?
He hath blinded their eyes.
And what happened?
Hardened their hearts.
For what reason?
They should not see with their eyes.
And do what?
Nor understand with their heart.
And what happened?
And be converted.
And what you do?
And I heal them.
He said he didn't lie to the people. He said confess when they asked him. He said, I'm one crying out in Bamaba. Oh, he was crying out, he was trying to get them to turn their hearts back to the Abbas. But since their eyes were closed and their hearts were hardened, they couldn't see it and they couldn't believe it. Because he wasn't trying to heal them anyway. He wasn't trying to heal them anyway. Can you imagine the fact he'll illuminate you or give you illumination so you can see what a lot of people couldn't see? Can you imagine these guys came and asked the right question? You wouldn't dare think to walk up to one of these people who in your mind it would think if you seen a man coming up crying and you'll say, are you Alyahu? Why would that even come in your mind? Why would you walk to a man and ask him, is he Alyahu? It's significant for people that knew the law. Especially when Malachi just told you that. That's why you had to remember it. With the laws and the statutes. Because I command this for all Yasharal, so you can start looking for all these signs. And people kept telling y'all we would seek an amount. We seek a sign. We look for an art. That's what they came. People went out, we were trying to see. Because if this is all Yahoo, we in trouble. This gives us an opportunity to get right. Can you imagine there are people he's not showing to get right? Why you? Why you? You ain't even asking you questions and you getting it.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't even come to my mind. I said, man, ask him, are you all Yahoo? But he said, but I'm going to send him though. I'm going to send him. So he covered this. I did send him. Then I sent a man walk in the Ruach of him. I know you'll move. You'll miss it. Y'all all right? I don't know why it's hard for y'all to see that. Because you should have put the all Yasha. All Yasha usher for a double portion of his Ruach.
That's right. That's right.
A man that came and walked with the same ability.
Yep.
And you ain't going to believe what happened. And he was not all Yahoo.
That's right.
So this should have been hard for us to see this. But they'd have missed it. Because you know why? Because he had closed their eyes. He had closed their eyes. Pick me up at 29 and 10 so I can let y'all go. Yashayahu, Isaiah, and I'm going to get y'all out of him. We'll finish up. We'll go, keep going and going. It'll still be right now. Also, again, for those of y'all watching in, y'all make sure y'all got your code in now because we finna get ready to go. We finna go our color. I don't know if I might leave one room open, then two closed, so we can try to look at some other stuff. So there's some people got to get it. Some people ain't got to get it. They don't need it. They don't need it. Mr. Yahuwah ain't the sign. It don't make sense. Everybody not gonna be saved. Y'all don't see it. Everybody not gonna be saved. It's mandatory. Everybody not going to be saved. Listen to the book.
For Yahuwah hath poured out upon you the ruach of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes.
Who?
The Nabi'im and your rulers.
And then what he just told us in the 12th chapter, he done closed their eyes so they couldn't see. He said he done poured out. Did you know that was a ruach that make you do that? That was a ruach that man give you that your eyes are just closed. Listen.
The seers hath he covered.
The Nabi'im. That's what seers would know. Well, you can't probably would call seers, so they could see it. Listen, they had the vision. Listen,
And the chazon of all is become unto you as the dabarim of a book that is sealed.
Which do what?
Which Anashim delivered to one that is learned.
See that? Hold on. What did they do now?
Which Anashim delivered to one that is learned.
Doing what?
Saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot.
Why?
For it is sealed.
What happened?
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned.
Yeah.
Saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned.
See what happened? Y'all see what state those people in? They give it to people that had the information, and guess what happened? They couldn't tell them. Then they give it to people that didn't know, and they had to just give them telling the truth. Man, I don't know what this is. I don't know what they're talking about. So what a state they left the people in? Dumb. Yeah, just that leave you, there's no hope. Now everybody got books. You can go home, Bible, what you want to call them, Shafar. Everybody got individual. I don't know where it comes. You never had all these books. All you had in one. The only person who had one would have been a Malak. He told you he'd have copied it out. I don't know. Everybody now got one copy. It only been one. Let's see what happened at 4 and 16. Or y'all, Luke. Let's see what happened. And 16. Listen to the book.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat Yom and stood up for to read.
You see what? Anybody else can do it. And tell me what happened.
And there was delivered unto him.
What did they tell you they were doing in the 29th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu? They delivered it to somebody that would learn.
That's right.
They stood up. I don't even want to see nobody even playing with it. Man, go ahead and stand up, man. Give me that book.
That's right.
Supposed to making a done mess. Stood up so he can read. And what you say they did?
And there was delivered unto him the Safar of the Nabi Yeshayahu.
God, they couldn't see it. Makes sense they give it to him. Yeshayahu the one told they delivered the man that learned.
Yes, sir.
Listen what happened.
And when he had opened the Safar,
listen,
he found the place where it was written.
What happened?
The Ruach of Yahuwah is upon me.
Tell him why, son.
Because he has anointed me to preach the bar to the poor.
And what else?
He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
What else?
To preach deliverance to the captives.
And do what?
Recovering of sight to the blind.
See that? And poured out the Ruach of deep sleep. On your ruler too, they couldn't see.
That's right.
He done sent that man recovering the sight. You know who get recovering the sight? Somebody blind. He even went down and healed a blind man. He said, I came on trying to show I can do that. I can give your sight back. You think you can see. He tried to show you, man, y'all all sinners. He said, I can give your sight back. This is what happened.
To set at liberty them that are bruised.
See that? Set at liberty them that are bruised. Listen what else happened.
To preach the acceptable year of the Adon.
Listen what else happened.
And he closed the Safar, and he gave it again to the minister.
And what happened?
And sat down, and the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him.
And what did he tell them?
And he began to say unto them,
what did he tell them?
This Yom is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
See that? Open their ears up and let them folks see it right now. Now open up their hearing, open up their sight. Let these people see this thing. They don't know what they're doing. They only gave the book and they didn't know what we were talking about. Man stood up, give me that book. Let me show you what's going on with it. By the time the folks said that, let these folks know it's acceptable year. He know what time it is. Trying to tell the folks, let y'all know what time it is. And tell y'all this thing not been fulfilled right here in your hearing. You know, closed up the ears and stopped up the ears and closed up the sight of these people. These folks in trouble. You don't know how important that is for you. Huh? That man trying to come along and try to give us sight. Huh? I don't know what we're going to do. Pick me up 9 right quick and let me go. Your Ukanah 9. See that 9. Make it 14. Let me see what that say. John 9:14. Matter of fact, make it 9 and 1. Then we'll jump down. Y'all get ready to take their money. All to take it, because they ain't gonna give it to her. Get ready to take the money. They be saying, Pastor be using the word, he be saying take. No, that's what I meant, take it. I know you don't give it up. Isn't that right? Like Martin Luther told him on Blue Street, man, he said, no, I gotta take it. It's gonna hurt. Isn't that right? You gotta take it. This is 9 and 1. Listen what happened.
And as Yahusha passed by, he saw an east which was blind from his birth.
And you remember what he told us in the book of Yehukanah in Oriel 9 and 16, 17? He tried to come to give recovering the sight to the blind. And as he passed by, he found a man that was blind. Tell him what happened.
And his Methates asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this Ish or his parents, that he was born blind?
Tell him what happened.
And Yosha answered, Neither had this man sinned nor his parents.
Tell him what happened.
But that the works of Elohim should be made manifest in him.
Yeah.
I must work the works of him that sent me.
You must do, hold on, I'm sorry, Brandon. Take your time. What he got to do now?
I must work the works of him that sent me.
One more time for record.
I must work the works of him that sent me.
Do you have a time span?
While it is Yom.
Tell me why.
The Layla cometh when no Ish can work.
Because he came from Mizraim. Y'all ain't gonna believe what he said he did. He said, I called my Ben from Mizraim. You don't believe it. You ain't gonna believe what they're doing it with night. No man move out of his place. How y'all think he got to stay inside the tomb? Y'all think about accident that they sat and they put a stone in front of the door to cover it? Because once he got light, he getting out of there. Yeah. I don't know what the people thinking. The man come from Mizraim. He was going to, listen, and you kept it dark, he was going to stay in there. That's why they put a stone there to keep him there. But you saw how they did? Mr. Yahuwah was just a little smarter than them. By the time the break of Yom was coming, he had caused the earth, the rocks to quake, and the stone didn't move out of place. That would have gave him light. You know what that allowed him to do? It's time to move. Time to move. So that's why he kept moving. That man kept telling people he got to move. He said, I got to work while it's Yom. He said, when the Layla comes, he said, no man can work in the Layla. Even they tried to tell him that when they found him passing through. They told him what it was again. He made it though. What happened?
He would have gone further.
He was going to go further. He was not going to go nowhere with dog. He said, I'm not working no dog. I'm going how he said, ain't stupid. These folks homicide, these folks rape you out here. He realized it was night. When it was night, now that's what they told him. They told him it was toward evening. They said the day gone. Abide with us. That's why he stayed there. But when that sun hit, make no mistake, when the sun rise, he said, I got to work. Just like that, that's like it does when it go up. He said, I got to work. People count on the Shema so they could see. Just like we were doing for him. We were counting him so we could see. So he had to work on that sinning while it was Yom. He said, when the Layla comes, he said, pay attention. When the Layla comes, you know what the sun do? It start working. You don't see no sun on that dog. It start working. You should learn that from Barashit. When the sun came in, he was working. Layla had to go. Once he left out of him, the night was coming. He said, I can't work. I can't work at night. Now people go get night jobs. I didn't say no sin. He just told you. He said, no man don't work in the night. So that showed the practice. It just showed us a practice. Let me tell you something what happened with us. And it is. We guilty of it. Your body is set up to do this. This night. This is how you actually set up. This is how you actually set up. Okay? So now as this going, guess what happened? You're getting sleepy. That baby gets sleepy. That baby so sleepy. That baby is out. That's how you set. You actually set up. Your clock is actually set up to do this. When it's up. You up. You actually supposed to rise with it. He told you what, I'm going to raise him up. Same thing to you. And then listen. And guess what he want to know now? How art thou fallen? Huh? So we're looking for a Yom when it's going to be just like this. It ain't going back down. He's going to cause it to stand still. When he set up in Mount Cooper, he told her that. Ain't no night down. You ain't believe how he constantly working. Huh? Constantly working. Won't be no night. Y'all all right? So you kind of understand your clock work. Now we go get night job. We keep going. White people been like this stuff throwed us out. Years ago, I was growing up, it would be rare. You know they should call people work at night. Why would you call a night job graveyard? Because it's similar to being dead. Because people sleep. Everybody knocked out. So you're working the graveyard shift. They threw us off so bad. We used to design, you supposed to work in the day when that night fall. But see, when they got our biological clocks out, they taught us first to get us off. They get the biological. Even slave man, they didn't work no slaves in no night. Night, it was time to knock out. When they get done, they start knocking them out before it get all the way late. Because they ain't got much time so everybody can get in the house and people do what they got to do by the time they go down. They eat. My dad used to do that. He'd come home 5 something. He come to the house. First day he come in, he sit in the line bugging out. We walk through the house. He get 2 sandwiches, he take to work. The other one he bring home, he throw it out to the backyard to the dog. Then he cuss me out and ask me have I water the dog. I lie and say I water the dog. He go check behind, find then he threatened to bust my head on just to show it he bone him regret him. Same pattern every time. I'ma lie. Hoping he ain't gonna go check. He looking at that pan jet, drive that like, here get that boy a big liar. Cause I just want to play him. I was trying to get out there doing play. Forget that dog. I was like, you ain't dead yet. I was checking. He finally died. I buried him too. I said my dad gonna be so proud. My dad got home, that joke on the ground. That joke had a foot out the grave like that. I just knew my dad gonna be proud. I didn't realize that little foot gonna cause a problem. He lost it. Man, we come and did that thing. My little dirty. That joker had a big old paw just hanging outside that thing like that. I had him buried about that deep. I just knew my dad gonna be like, son, I'm proud you took a nigga. Cause I said, my dad gonna come home. I said, I'm gonna be smart. Tell him I'm gonna bury the dog. I had to go. I'm like, shoot, man, I can't get with it. I throw that joker. That joker had paw laid out there. About that much. He had about that much leg just laying on the ground like that. He ain't ready to lost. I'm like, he must have moved. So I know he was coming. That joker on the ground. That joker must have just throw that arm out. Cause see like me, I covered the whole thing. Y'all all right? So you sat there, when he come in, he sat down, he gonna eat his food, he gonna drink him a glass of water, he gonna watch my feet, he gonna watch the 6 o'clock news, watch that go out of there, that joke going and go to bed. That was it. By the time he get up, that joke would not stand on leg. By 8 o'clock, that joke in the bed. Before he concerned, everybody go to bed. I'm trying to convince him. The sun's still up. I wasn't from Israel. I'm trying to move around. But that's how biological clocks were set. That's how you set them. You got them down with the sun, up with the sun. Got it? We lost that. That's why we don't know time and season. He said the time and season, you have no need. Now what? You're supposed to know that. You already know all the darkness out here. What's got to come? So that means he's coming back. So this dog, how long? What time it got dark today? 7. What time is it now? So 8 o'clock it was dark. 7 o'clock. If it got 8 o'clock it was dark. 9 o'clock, dark. 10 o'clock, dark. So is it safe to say 11 o'clock dark? What about 12? What about 1? What about 2? What about 3? What about 4? Y'all understand that's a lot of darkness. So at some point you start to give up. It's been dark too long. So you know what they say? All things will continue the same since the Father. What was again? Since it got dark. But he said this you willingly ignorant of. You just willingly ignorant. You do know if it's dark, the Shemash gotta come. Huh? The Shemash gotta come. That's the next event to happen to us. Huh? He gonna sneak right up on this darkness. Before you know it, Shemash gonna be up. But just before it started to peak, you can see some signs. Sometimes you look, you say, man, it should have been up. By the time you look, you might look off a little bit, play around, you look, you say, ooh, this that thing done came on up. Sneak up on you unawares. So it was important for us to know times and seasons. That's why I told him he's going to pass through the vineyard. And when he passed through, guess what he's going to be? You know when he showed him when he had done that before? In Mizraim. One a house, one a dead body. He said, all the shireen in the whole vineyard are going to be well. Every house he went by, just happened to somebody dead. Somebody dead. So every house he went by in all the vineyard, he made sure and throughout the whole property, somebody had something dead. And all these people were screaming and hollering. And all you were hearing was hollering and screaming. Music to my ears. They coming through the vineyard. Ain't going to be nothing but wailing. That's all these folks be crying out. He going to destroy these people. You needed to know that. This ain't nothing new. We saw it in Mizraim. You ain't going to believe when it happened. At night. He know they're going to be unaware. I know, because you know what? You can't see the Shema. So you're not conscious. You're not knowledgeable to know this man going to come back on you. Don't worry about it. Come in that 9th chapter, Yucatan, finish up 9, jump down 14. 9 and 14. Come on, so get ready to get out of here. Listen to the book.
And it was the Shabbat Yom when Yahusha made the clay and opened his eyes. Then again the Pharisees also asked him how he had received his sight. He said unto them, he put clay upon mine eyes, and I washed, and do see. Mm-hmm. Therefore said some of the Pharisees.
Hold on for a minute, brother. You throw it then. Don't do that. Don't do that. What did he put on his eye? What did he say now?
He said unto them, he put clay upon mine eyes.
Take your time right here. Somebody going to get hit now. What happened?
And I washed.
They don't like that. Hey, I washed. They don't like that. Why don't you just please quit throwing? We don't like to hear that thing about that washing, boy. They don't like that one. Isn't that right? Must be a problem. Y'all like that? 999,000. Come on. 999,284 more. I had a million of these things. Ha! Cut the lights on. I got the knife. Listen.
Therefore said some of the Pharisees, this Ish is not of Elohim.
Yeah, why?
Because he keepeth not the Shabbat Yom.
See that? That's what they look. They don't condemn him on. Listen what happened.
Others said, how can an Ish that is a sinner do such miracles?
What happened?
And there was a division among them.
Yeah.
They say unto the blind Ish again, what sayest thou of him, that he hath opened thine eyes? He said, he is an Abi.
Yeah.
But the Yahudim did not believe concerning him, that he had been blind and received his sight, until they called the parents of him that had received his sight.
Uh-huh.
And they asked them, saying, is this your Ben, who ye say was born blind?
Yeah.
How then doth he now see?
What they say?
His parents answered them and said, we know that this is our Ben,
What happened?
and that he was born blind.
What happened?
But by what means he now seeth, we know not.
So what you want me to do?
Or who hath opened his eyes, we know not.
So?
He is of age, ask him.
That's what I'm talking about. Ain't that right? He ain't no child, ask him. Go inquire, ask him if you want to know. Tell him what happened.
He shall speak for himself.
See that? We should have been looking for that. Listen.
These Dabarim spake his parents because they feared the Yahudim.
Listen.
For the Yahudim had agreed already that if any Ish did confess that he was Mashiach, he should be put out of the synagogue.
See that? And the book told y'all that was going to happen in the 12th chapter. It told you many believed on it, but because other people, they wouldn't confess him unless they be put out. He said because they love the halal of men more than the halal of Elohim. We'll do that too. Depending on what situation, what it is, we'll deny too. We'll play like we don't know and we can't answer and put it off on somebody else. Listen.
Therefore said his parents, he is of age, ask him.
Yeah.
Then again called they the Ish that was blind, and said unto him, give Elohim the halal. We know that this Ish is a sinner.
See that? Listen.
He answered and said, whether he be a sinner or no, I know not.
What you do now?
One thing I know.
What?
That whereas I was blind,
What you do?
now I see.
What happened?
Then said they to him again, what did he to thee? How opened he thine eyes?
Yeah.
He answered them, I have told you already, and ye did not hear. Wherefore would ye hear it again? Will ye also be his Methetus?
Yeah.
Then they reviled him, and said, thou art his Methetus.
Yeah.
But we are Moshe's Methetus.
Yeah.
We know that Elohim spake unto Moshe.
Yeah.
As for this fellow, we know not from whence he is.
And you know what's amazing? The fact that those people heard him speak. They said they know that he spoke to them. They read it. They weren't then. It was told to them. The people heard Yahushua speak to him. Yahuwah speak to him. Ain't that right? They said they know he spoke to him. You read it. It was told he spoke to him. But there were people stood by and heard and spoke to him. Listen.
The Ish answered and said unto them,
What did he tell them?
why herein is a marvelous thing, that ye know not from whence he is, and yet he hath opened mine eyes.
Yeah.
Now we know that Elohim heareth not sinners.
See that? We do know that, don't we? We should know that. The Elohim don't hear sinners. What happened, Brandon?
But if any Ish be a worshiper of Elohim,
And does what?
and doeth his will,
Tell him what he do, Brandon.
him he heareth.
That's what I love. Listen.
Since the Arats began, was it not heard that any Ish opened the eyes of one that was born blind? If this Ish were not of Elohim, he could do nothing.
Yeah.
They answered and said unto him, thou wast altogether born in sins, and dost thou teach us?
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Deflect. Listen.
And they cast him out. Yahusha heard that they had cast him out, and when he had found him,
What they catch him out of, y'all? Synagogue. So you see what happened? See, that's what his parents didn't want to do. They didn't want to get themselves put out, and they done got themselves in a situation. They done put him out. Now, this got to make him look like a sinner. He got to be a sinner and put him out. Who else you put out but sinners? They put him out simply because they didn't want to accept this man's testimony. They didn't want to go along with what he came to do. They said they were Mushah, Mathida, but if they were Mushah, Mathida, then they would love him. Isn't that right? They would have to follow Mushah, spake of him. This is what you show when people following, but you're following blindly. Got it? We just transfer. He sent over to us. He sent this over. We learned this. That Mushah sat here and asked him to set an Ish over the congregation, over the Adah. They can lead us out. They can bring us in. They can take us out and bring us back in again. So we would not be as an Adah that didn't have a Ra'ah. And he told him to take him, Yahushua, the Ben of Nun, and bestow some of his honor upon him in the sight of the people. So I want you to take and bestow some of your honor on him. So this shouldn't have been hard to transfer over. Come on, folks. All right, listen. Come on.
Yahushua heard that they had cast him out, and when he had found him, he said unto him, Dost thou believe on the Ben of Alyahu?
What did he say, man?
He answered and said, Who is he, Adon, that I might believe on him?
See that? Listen.
And Yahushua said unto him, Thou hast both seen him, and it is he that talketh with thee.
See that? That's why I had to open his eyes. Isn't that right? He heard him say before seeing, believing. He done said here, he said, open his eyes, so you done seen him, and you done also did what?
And it is he that talketh with thee.
Yeah, it'll be like they told him, it'll burn within you while you speak with you by the way. Listen.
And he said, Adon, I believe.
Listen.
And he worshipped him. And Yahushua said, For judgment I am coming to this Sarat.
See that? He let him know what he came for. Y'all hear that? What he said he did?
For judgment I am coming to this Sarat.
Y'all hear what he did? You ain't gonna believe what happened. Even Jeroboam did something similar like that. He made 2 calves, Yehuda and Yasharon. One he said in Bethel, the other one, you ain't gonna believe what he did. He said it in Dan. He told you he came. He said, for judgment I came into the Arats. Huh? And you ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna tell y'all. Behold, y'all Alahim. Behold, y'all Malak. That brought y'all out. That's it. You got 2 of them. Y'all got 2 calves. Y'all didn't know y'all had 2 ox. Yasharal and Yehuda? Y'all had 2. Y'all didn't know that? Goodness, I don't know what we're going to do. Listen.
That they which see not might see.
See that? That they which see not?
Might see.
Tell them what has happened.
And that they which see might be made blind.
Oh. What happened?
And some of the Pharisees which were with him heard these dabarim.
Tell them what happened.
And said unto him, Are we blind also?
That's what they want to know. Since you talk, I want to know, are you trying to, what state you saying we blind too? Tell them what happened, Brandon.
Yahushua said unto them, If ye were blind, ye should have no sin.
Listen, why?
But now ye say, We see.
What happened?
Therefore your sin remaineth.
See that? And that's what he told us in the 4th chapter of the book of Oriel. He said he came to open the eyes of the blind. Isn't that right? That ain't just the physical, for those that can't see. There's a blindness on our heart. The book told it in the reading of the law.
That's right.
That's why people missed it. Listen, this is all just a little scraping of us just to consider how going through and when things happen, adversity and challenges come, it's easy to question your positioning. Got it? When things happen, it's easy to question your position. Sometimes you don't know how far you are. It looks like you're closer back to where you came. Got it? And it takes something to come in and show you if you keep moving, you'll make progress you get further. Just like Yasharal. You know, eventually the conversation left them about, let's go back to Mizraim. I got to keep distancing you from it. And sometimes it's going to take you a longer way to get you there. When it's short, it's easy to go back over here and something happen. This is my safety net. This is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. But the further I get away, then I got to learn how to depend. I got to learn how to depend on because I've broken from that. I cut away from that. He cut that umbilical cord for us. A lot of things that kept us attached and kept us holding to, straps and chains, he broke it. They were like umbilical cords. The baby's still connected. So we got to cut it loose. And that's what happened to a whole lot of us. And now we got to start taking on growth spurs. The more growth spur we take on, you start achieving certain growth levels. And eventually you achieve the growth level we'll call an adult. So now what's got to change? Leave your parents' house. What has got to change? Now, what happened? Mentality. Like what mentality? Thinking, acting, reasoning, speech. All these got to change. Understanding changes. Isn't that right? Because of the age, because of the growth level. See, all these things have to change for me now. Y'all got it? You know when Musa left his mother in the house? He was grown. He refused. He was grown. So I'm too old for that. Come here, baby. Come here. Sit on mama's lap. He said, man, nah, get out of here. I can't be, I'm too grown. It looks stupid. I'm a grown man. So after that, he refused. Certain things refused. It's certain stuff as a child you could play with, you could do. But he became a man, right? Certain things he said I had to cut off. Got it? The things he refused to do. We learned the same thing with Yahushua. He refused to be caught. Nobody still caught him something like, come here, Mary, baby. Coochie-coo. I'm going to kill you now. And that man walking around here, coochie-coo. Okay, man, he became a man. He had to put away that. We got to put that away. Come on. Yahushua, he go, yo, he like, what's that? That rattler you to play with. I'm finna command some rattler come and smoke you now. Be gone. Isn't that right? So this is what happened. Now, guess what happened? Your diet changes. Because you can process stuff differently now. Nobody had to get your stuff and chew it and put it in your mouth. I can let you get this and you can take it like it is. That's what we got to get to now. Got it? When you're an adult, I want you like you growing somebody chewing your food unless you ain't got no teeth. Otherwise, you chew and cut. You already know how to cut. So all it do is take smaller bites. Some of it I can handle. You know what? I'm good. I can take a little more than others. So I eat a little more. I said, man, that's a lot, but I can digest it. Got it? So all that comes with maturing. As you keep growing, the more we keep hearing, the more you get away and you don't allow things to cause you to come and cause you to fear to where you become doubtful of it. Listen, you got to be surrounded by more of these people than us. Got it? Because this is where you really going to get your real taste of your real test of your amunah. Listen, I love him. He's been great. I mean, he's been great. He done kept me through a lot of stuff. But I got to be put in some difficult, precarious situations so I can still see you work. You know what they say? All things work together for the good of them. So what that mean? I'm going to keep a job. I'm going to keep a car and keep a house. So what if I lose a job, lose a car? Do he still work? What if I'm in prison or out of prison? Does he still work? What if I'm homeless? Does it still work? What if I'm childless? Does it still work? See, now it comes in to be, now it got to come be a testament. I'm not. Do you really believe what you believe? Because do you believe, how many I heard or stated that, I heard people, I know all things work together for the good and that love it. Do you love it? So what situation ain't working for your good? How many of y'all love it? What situation ain't working out for your good? See, now you got to start questioning some things. Because you have doubted some things. You've doubted things to enough to where you doubted or wanted to move away from what you believe. So you got to have that type of confidence. All things. That's even stuff I don't like. That's even stuff I don't see. This ain't for me. But he said all things. That's why our confidence got to be. Y'all got it? That's good.